have been a big scoreline. Could have been 6, could have been 7, could have been 10, but at the end, it was 1-1 against Corsica. Let us listen to Henry Onyekuru this beautiful Saturday on Football Live. The show continues after this time out.
Football Live.
Yeah, I'm very happy at the moment, very happy. It's a good feeling and it helped me build more confidence and for me to do more. The game was a good game, so I'm thankful. The whole crew, the coaches, the staff, the players, we're all happy. If I'm going to score the team, I'm going to score like 7 over 10.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brillo FM has gone beyond one league.
Yes, the voice of Henry Onyekuru. He was there last night as Nigeria played out a 1-1 draw against part-timers Corsica. What is your take on last night's supposed poor finishing by the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Corsica? They scored first, but Nigeria equalized courtesy a penalty converted by Kelechi Promise Ehianacho. But during the game, we pressed them, played very well, but we did not score enough. All we did was to score 1 goal, and that goal forced the match into a draw. Supposed poor finishing, Sexy Joe. What do you make of it?
It's a big problem. Supposedly poor finishing is a big problem, and not this press them, fire them, and shake it all together. My brother, a big problem because even for the World Cup qualifying where they play, goals they have to come by. I don't know what thing they do our strikers, whether na they know they sharp or they know they take the opportunity where we say presents itself, and that's one a very big problem because by the time we go play Cameroon, play South Africa, all these things comes to play. Very, very important because sometimes if we be saying the number of goals now go deliver us from waiting we go there inside at the end of the day. So it is very, very important that our strikers begin to do their job. That is why they are strikers. I mean, then call them to come and follow people all about for inside field. They are strikers. Their job now to get the ball and any opportunity will come, put them inside net because there will come a time where we say we fit depend on these goals. And when these goals are not coming, it's a big problem. For our qualifier for Nations Cup, how many goals we score against Nigeria, against Zambia? How many goals we score? So you see, the goals no they come, and it's a big problem. We need to start scoring. We need to start finishing. You get what that they call striker, where they precision. And we don't get that one.
Sexy Joe, take it easy with the grammar the beautiful day. Take it easy.
Charge up, Adi, charge up.
Okay. Talking about strikers, let's of course talk about one striker. He's a Nigerian international. He of course found the back of the net twice early this morning. He plays in China. Liao Ning beat Yambian by 3-1. Anthony Uja of course got the first goal for his team. They played at home. He got it after 35 minutes. Youngbi got an equalizer after 50 minutes. But of course Lukima got it for Liaoning to make it 2-1. And the third goal was scored on 73 minutes by Anthony Uja. Yes, that's how it is. That's how it finished early this morning. That game kicked off at around 8:30. Liaoning took on Yambian. It's evening, of course, nighttime in China. And every 3 hours in the world, it is midnight somewhere. This part of the world, Nigeria, it is afternoon.
Hot afternoon. Don't forget to put the hot.
Okay. And it's Children's Day, of course, in Nigeria. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. If you've joined us, please answer this very, very simple question. Sexy Joe says it's a problem. What is your take on last night's supposed poor finishing by the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they played against Corsica? That is the very simple question begging for answers. This is Football Live on your frequency of champions.
Antonio, if I might add something.
Okay.
I think Coach Ijanatra should talk to the strikers, talk to those where they feed them with the balls. They should start scoring. Because as on your
Sexy is ball, not balls.
It's a ball, but not balls. And maybe they score now. Whether na boss or join, whether they score.
Okay.
You understand? Because from what Onyekuru talk, he say if to say they utilize all their chances, then for score is 7 or 8 yesterday. But unfortunately, now even by chance they get that penalty. Okay. What if they don't give the penalty? Now be say Corsica ababu anyi na ball yesterday.
What's that?
I will tell you later.
Okay. Nearly cannot kill a bird.
Thank you.
What can nearly do to a bird?
Nothing.
You can only scare the bird away.
You not go even scare am because the bird go turn look you and say see you.
Okay.
The hand no even straight.
Okay, Abdul Salam Olami is here, says you're welcome. Anthony and Sexy Joe, let us roll together. Iola Adeshoye says it is very pathetic. What is very pathetic? He says getting a draw against a lower team. I doubt if Corsica is recognized on the FIFA. Corsica is not recognized by FIFA. Corsica is also not recognized by UEFA. They are not a member of UEFA, and they're also not a member of FIFA. So you guess right, Iola Adeshoye. Let's join Itiolu Timilenyi, who says, if what we still talk about is poor finishing at this stage, how then can we face teams like Argentina and the likes? Easy Olamide has joined us, says, well, I think the players will gel, but I really love and I want them to. I love the fact that they are maintaining an unbeaten run. Let's hope that they improve against the Togolese. As we speak, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are preparing. They are preparing to leave Corsica for Paris, where they play Togo, the Togo national team. They call them the Hawks. That game would go down on the 1st of June. Itiolu Timilene says, I didn't watch the match. I really wish the Nigerians, I wish that they defeated Nigeria. Okay, well done. Easy Olamide says, good day, the lecturer, and I am sexy. Welcome. I can't wait for today's matches. There are no matches today in the NPFL, if that's what you're talking about. Says he cannot wait for today's matches in the NPFL, the Cup finals, and all the matches all over. And he says, happy Children's Day. Thank you very much for that one. We're still right here. It is still Football Live on your frequency of champions. We're looking at supposed poor finishing by the national team of Nigeria as they took on Corsica yesterday. If you do not know the results, that game ended in a 1-1 draw. Nigeria, of course, equalized after Corsica had gone ahead. Let's join Coca Johnson, who says, story. It is story for the gods. I wonder who they will tell it to when they find it difficult to score against South Africa or Cameroon. Bench warmers and made of China strikers. The China guys, the guys that play in China, were not there last night. I just talked about one of them in China, Anthony Uja, getting 2 goals as his team went on to win by 3-1. I have Egia Jele. Kelly Paul says the scoreline was poor. I'm so angry with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let us forget the fact that it was a friendly match. I am angry with them. I have Balong Likita Waka says this Eagles look like they are going down. Ima Victor says poor outing it was for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is still Football Live. We are still right here on 88.9 Brilla FM. Let's go. Let's continue with more of your tweets and more of your posts. Bello Mansur Ade says good afternoon, Anthony Bekederemo and Sexy Joe. Let us give them another chance because they have not played together before. Francis Mawule Peter says, good afternoon. It is nice to join you guys this Children's Day. I wish you guys a happy Children's Day. Chisomo Bilo, I see you. Abdul Salam Olami says, we need a better striker. We need better strikers. And he says, welcome Anthony and Sexy Joe. Still Football Live. Itiolu Timilene says, I think they should rekindle the fire of sports in our high schools. Let sports be part of them. Let it be part from inception. Olayinka Olaleko says the strikers should work on their finishing before the next game against Togo. They need to trounce Togo in order to scare South Africa. Ogungbe Setonyo says, good afternoon, Anthony, Baritone Master, and good afternoon to you, Sexy Joe, Lawyer Ikpama. And he says, Football Live, we are there. Welcome, guys. We're already having fun. Ogungbe Setonyo. Our Labode is here. Says it is not a bad thing today. Always nearly shooting and missing. So sad at this stage. We could have done better. What about Fish Baba One says not a bad performance by the Super Eagles. Raw has 8 players who had the debuts, so a 1-1 draw is okay. The Super Eagles would win other games. S.Y. is here. He says, can't wait. I can't wait to do the FA Cup final. Please, I need a link to download your app. I'll be leaving Lagos very, very soon. If you leave Lagos, we have made it very easy for you. All you need to do is just to hit us on the World Wide Web at www.brilla.net. click on radio, and you can watch and listen live to your frequency of Champions Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM. More of your posts, more of your messages. Aruwo Jobe Jamiola says the match is meant to correct mistakes, and the coach should work on the strikers. Thank you very much, Sexy Joe. What kind of mistakes? The mistake here is that they did not score enough goals, right?
There is no mistake anywhere. The only thing where we say they missing, even for the main team, whether I gather these ones, gather them together, still the same problem. Scoring is a very big problem, whether we like them or not. Our strikers are not doing it. They know they score. Check our qualifier now. You go know how many goals we get. We know they score. We always feel say 1 goal is enough. So far, say secure the whole 3 points for us, and we are okay. But sometimes these goals come into play. And if we not begin to correct that particular area now be say wahala there. What if we not see any goal against Cameroon? What if we not see any goal against South Africa?
We'll see 1 goal.
We'll see 1 goal.
1 goal is enough.
You don't see the goal.
1 goal.
You see
one goal. We'll see 1 goal. 1 goal. Just 1-0 is enough. 1-0.
1-0 is enough.
By the slimmest of margin, beat them 1-0. It could be enough. Well,
because only then they inside group with us.
No, what matters most is if you beat all your opponents, goal no matter 1-1-0. If you beat all of them 1-1-0, you don't qualify now.
Whether you beat all of them 1-1-0, what if all of them can't beat you, uncle?
Yeah, if you don't beat all of them, they can't beat you again now.
No. They're not going to play second leg.
Now you beat them in the second leg.
Beat them in the second leg.
Yes.
Hey, Jackie.
You say what?
He will do Jackie.
What is that?
I hear you. I make them work on our scoring because very important because when time come now, sometimes goals they come into play. Now waiting at the talk so that to be on the safer side, let's get it right. Our strikers, that is why they are strikers. They should start scoring so that we go no say yes. When we score 1, score 2, score 3, we just relax. Then the whole team fit play themselves. I will stick back our 3 points down to score. At the end of the day, going to be saying at 1 point or 2 points with a fight to take qualify. Haba, make we be on the safe side. Strikers start scoring. If you don't have this score, make them the practice for training how to score goals. Yes, they should. Whether how to take shot from outside the enter goal. Make them sharp practice.
Sexy Joe, you call me Jackie. You're calling me Jackie. I will call you Eshi Makanaki. If you call me,
I'll give you another one.
If you call me Jackie, I'll call you Eshi Makanaki.
Okay, I'll call you Eshi Monaco.
Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Let's go back to the post. Emeka Boniface says, poor game yesterday, and a boring game too. I think the Super Eagles are missing Victor Moses and Alex Iwobi and co. I have Omorege Godstime says, good afternoon, guys. Truth be told, it is very poor of the Eagles. They need to be at least 85% clinical in front of goal to win games. I have Coca Johnson says, this one a story for the gods. I wonder what they will do when they play a bigger team. Jacob Tessia Tiombe. I hope I got your name correctly. Says, good day, Anthony and Sexy Joe. It's a shame that our strikers could not score. They scored 1 goal. It was from the penalty spot. And he says, what if it was a competitive game? And he says, he hopes Raw will work on that in their next game. I have Rahman Abdul Wahab says that the players that play the match were new invitees. So let's wait for the main team. I'm sure everything will be okay before our qualifiers. Hashtag FootballliveNG. Tony Vicero says our coach should work on our strikers. I have Zumije Sati says ability to create chances and not scoring goals is what is key during a friendly. I have ability. Wait, Sexy Joe, let's take a look at that. It says ability to create chances and not scoring goals is what is key during a friendly match. I don't know if you understand.
Serious. Then when the main match come, the ability to create chances and not score becomes waiting.
I
ask you the question.
No, I'm asking you. You break it down.
Break waiting down. I don't already break them down. I just reverse the question and give the bros.
No, you can.
What is the essence of creating chances and you don't utilize your chances for friendly game? For inside the main game, he got repeat himself because he can only create chances without scoring any.
You know, somebody just called me a lecturer now. So if a lecturer sets a question for a student, you answer with question back. So I should go and mark it.
My brother, if I know now, I send that back as the
I'll mark you down now.
I'll wait for you for outside.
Okay. Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM. Thank you very much. Let's continue with your post. I have Kelly Paul who says the score line was poor. And he says he's angry. Ebutex Okpala says, good day, Anthony and Sexy Joe. Nigeria played very well, just that our strikers did not put enough effort. Happy Children's Day. Jeff Erie says, Manchester United has transferred the spirit of poor finishing and drawing to the Super Eagles. And Sexy Joe, what do you say to that? He said Man United have transferred the spirit of poor finishing and drawing.
Manchester United did not transfer anything. It has always been there. They had us to score goals, and we should start looking at that area. You understand? And amongst other areas where we need to look at inside the team, like the goalkeeping area as well, we should also look at our goal scoring record. They're very poor.
Okay.
Very poor.
Davex says, hello guys, I was disappointed with the scoreline yesterday. They really need to be more clinical in their finishing. And I'll take this one. Your name is Efea Cho Ikenna. Says, that is no reason for a poor game. I'm disappointed in the Super Eagles. Okone Elijah says, okay, I say, okay, I'm not going to read that one out. You're using some words not very good for radio. Iman Victor says, poor outing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We are moving very, very fast. We have, of course, okay, let's go to our next talking points, and it's even related to the first talking point because we're still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We're looking beyond last night's supposed poor finishing that cost the Super Eagles victory. Remember, the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Right now, of course, one man will not be there. It has been confirmed that Watford's Isaac Success will not be available for the international friendly match between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Hawks of Togo. That game will go down on the 1st of June. That is next Thursday. Yes, he has a visa concerns. The visa hitches here and there. And remember, he was also absent last night against Corsica. Maybe he could have scored because he's a striker. He's now expected to join Nigeria, the Nigerian squad in Abuja, or perhaps in Uyo, when they assemble ahead of the June 10 AFCON 2019 AFCON qualifier against the Bafana of South Africa. In the meantime, the duo of Wolfsburg's Victor Osimhen, he was on the bench the last time out. They played in the playoffs, and Arsenal's Alex Iwobi may be on the bench today against Chelsea, may even play. We expect that this duo, Alex Iwobi and Victor Osimhen, they are likely to be part of the Super Eagles side that will face Togo at the Stade Municipal Saint-Leu de la Forêt in Paris come June the 1st, having sent words to the officials that they would arrive at the camp on Sunday, June 28th. That's tomorrow. Let's say that the first phase of the preparation for the 2019 AFCON qualifier versus South Africa officially ended yesterday in Corsica. Today, they would just, pack their stuff and move from Corsica to France, to Paris, I beg your pardon. They would leave this afternoon. So the talking point, do you think that Togo, perhaps Togo is recognized by FIFA, recognized by CAF, recognized in world football? Togo played at the World Cup in 2006. Do you think that the Hawks of Togo can pose a bigger threat than Corsica? You know, backstage I was asking somebody said that Togo never reached this Corsica, that Corsica did play ball. But I'm asking Secretary Joe, and I'm asking you out there, do you think that they can pose a better test, a bigger threat, possibly even beating the Super Eagles, this Togo national team?
I feel say yes, then go pose a bigger threat because one, Africa versus Africa. You remember what happened the last time we played Senegal for inside London. Then take the match seriously for you to know, say this Africa,
Togo.
Especially when they come against Nigeria. Yes, Togo. Opande Togo. Obu Togo, no. And then go take them serious. And I think they're a much more bigger test for Nigeria. And of course, Nigeria will test their strength against Togo. No, today they don't meet Tete. And of course, the way we say they carry the play.
You rank Togo above Corsica. That Corsica they play ball.
You can't take away that African team. When African teams meet, they always different. Be like where elephant and hippopotamus they fight. Like that.
You don't see where elephant and hippopotamus they fight. For where you see them.
I shall see them, sure.
Okay, Sports Radio.
So then go pose a bigger threat for inside this friendly, because if Senegal can rise chest against Nigeria the way they did against
Adebayo.
It's not a matter who is Adebayo Okwanonye.
He's the best player.
Best player for where that was then, not now. But all the same, so far saying Nigeria, they go rise chest against Nigeria, you go surprise.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Let's look beyond the friendly match against Corsica. Another friendly match has been lined up at the first phase. This is the second phase, and we're taking on the Hawks of Togo. The Hawks of Togo versus the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The attack of the Hawks of Togo will be spearheaded by Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo. Can they pose a bigger threat? Can they possibly even beat Nigeria, this Togolese national team? I'm just wondering, and that's why I'm asking
if it's not beat Nigeria, but the competition, as in go be a very, very competitive game where we say even Nigeria self go shake.
Abdul Salam Olami says Togo and Corsica are just the same. They are the same. There's no difference. Our team B should play this and we go beat them. I have that's coming from Abdul Salam Olami. What about Anthony Onwunse? He says yes, they will. Togo will pose a bigger threat, but I believe that the boys can scale through. Ahmed Oladikupo says, good afternoon, Football Live team. I wish we would. I wish we would get. Okay, Nigeria doesn't have a team at the moment. I wish we would get a team later. What do you mean we don't have a team at the moment? Itiolu Timilen, he says, all things being equal, I wish Nigeria a very good performance. Togo, he says, will be victorious. Togo. This one is from Apola Duodecima. I hope your name, I got it right. Says, no, I see the Eagles are beating Togo. Basi King says, yes, Togo can pose a bigger threat than Corsica because Togo got more quality, players and the players we can reckon with. Very shortly, we're going to look at the Togo national team. Can they actually pose a threat? They have, of course, players from the Nigeria Professional Football League, and they have their star man, Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo. They say, of course, he's very dangerous even in old age. Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo can still.
Right from danger.
And they say it's very dangerous.
No danger anything.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Of course, they have Kosi Agasa. Kosi Agasa is their most experienced goalkeeper with 68 caps. Presently, he does not have any club side. He's unattached. Baba Chogoni is, of course, a player who plays for Mamand. Mamand is in France in the lower tier of French football. Cedric Mensah plays for Le Mans. And of course, that's in France. Samba Mokopovo is, of course, a home-based player, plays for Academy Mario. 4 home-based players. What about Abdul Gafar Mama? Plays for Dacia Chisinau. Of course, that's in Moldova. Serge Akapu plays for Trabzonspor in Turkey. And you have, of course, the man them call Sadat Uru Koriko. He plays for Al Khalil FC. Al Khalil FC is in Saudi Arabia. Donu Koku, of course, is in the Nigerian Professional Football League. He's a player of Enugu Rangers. Serge Gakpe plays for Chievo Verona in the Serie A. Of course, in Italy, you have Floyd Ayite, who plays for Fulham. And, of course, the Championship in England. Prince Segbefia plays for Godspe in Turkey. Matthew Dosevi plays for Standard Liège in Belgium. Alexis Romao plays for Olympiacos in Greece. Henry Nimful plays for Doxa. Doxa, of course, is in Cyprus. Franco Acho plays for Dynamic Togolais home base. Lionel Agagbe plays for Africa Foot in Togo. You have Martin Kosivi Nuokolo plays for Togo Ports. Razak Bukari is from Châteauroux. Not forgetting Uloj Plaka Fesu plays for, of course, Ostenzune in Belgium. And not forgetting Jonathan Ayite plays for Metal Spor in Turkey. They also have Kamaldeen Abro plays for the Kaiser Chiefs. The Kaiser Chiefs is in South Africa. Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo plays for Istanbul Basaksehir. Is their leading goal scorer and their most experienced player. And he'll be hoping to, of course, get one better than the national team of Nigeria. Nigeria versus Togo is on the 1st of June. We'll be back after this time out.
Football Live.
Alhamdulillahi mo dúpẹ́, Alhamdulillahi mo dúpẹ́.
iléeṣẹ́ StarTimes fẹ́ bí mi lẹ́bùn Ramadana alihamdulilayi mo dúpẹ́.
StarTimes ló fún wa lóúnjẹ nínú ọ̀gbẹ́lẹ̀.
alihamdulilayi a dúpẹ́.
StarTimes ti kóre dà sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo oníbàárà wọn pátá nínú oṣù alápọ̀nlé yìí o. tí ìwọ náà bá fẹ́ rí e nínú oore yìí ó yá lọ sí èyíkéyìí ibùdó alágbàtà tàbí ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ StarTimes tó wà láyìíká rẹ láti lọ fi owó sórí káàdì ra àpótí tàbí amóhùnmáwòrán StarTimes titun kí o sì jẹ ìfà ẹ̀bùn bíi ìrẹsì wheat sẹ̀mó tíì mílìkì noodles tòmátò ọlọ́ràá àti ohun mímu aṣaralóore lónìrànràn láti fi jẹ mílíkì oṣù Ramadan tí a wà nínú rẹ̀ yìí. òfin àti ìlànà ń bẹ o ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kí ẹ jẹ̀gbádùn rẹpẹtẹ. StarTimes jẹ̀gbádùn ayé díjítà.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
Crowd are on their feet.
BRILA, Brila. www.brila.net, where everything sports meet, including your radio.
Brila FM, what others wished they were.
Team news.
It's a seventh Barclays Premier League win in a row for Arsenal.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
These are your latest Arsenal headlines. It's cup final day, of course, for the Gunners. Team news-wise, Arsenal will be without Laurent Koscielny because he's suspended after being sent off in the final league game of the season. Gabriel is injured and both Kieran Gibbs and Shokhtran Mustafi face fitness tests. They're both doubts. Per Mertesacker could start his first game for 13 months if Mustafi fails to recover from concussion in time, or else the Gunners could alter formation. Gibbs has a thigh problem and will be monitored, but Alexis Sanchez and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain should both be fit. Sanchez's fitness is a massive boost to the Gunners, who'll be trying to end the season in some style after what's been a difficult campaign. Will it be Arsene Wenger's final game for the club? It's beginning to look more and more unlikely by all accounts. Most people seem to think now that Wenger will stay beyond the end of this season. Well, Wenger himself said, "It will not be my last match because whatever happens I will stay in football. Would it be a nice farewell? No. What I want to do is to win the next game. I love to win. I love to do well for my club. I want to win the cup for my club. It's not about me, it's about us winning the trophy and giving everything to achieve it." Well, we'll wait and see what happens following the cup final. First off, though, it's to concentrate on Arsenal picking up the FA Cup. Won't be easy, of course, against the Chelsea side who've already won the Premier League. Finally today, Alexis Sanchez is still wanted by Bayern Munich, but apparently Arsenal have offered £250,000 a week to make sure the Chilean stays at the Emirates Stadium.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Football Live, our proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM has gone beyond one league.
How many do you want?
Welcome back from that break. Still Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. We're still talking Togo versus Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Hawks of Togo. A guy joins us and says maybe Nigeria really needs to dig in more in order to compete with other top countries. What we have now is not a squad. Fish Baba One is here on Twitter. Says Tony, Super Eagles would defeat Togo. Raw knows African football very well. The coach of Togo also knows African football very well. He is of course from France. Claude, the old fox. Claude Leroy is the coach of the Togolese national team. Abdul Salam Olami says our home-based players should play Togo. Our home-based players, of course, are there. Hopefully, they would also play some part in that game. Abdul Salam Olami, thank you very much. He says our home-based players must play Togo. Itiolu Timilein is here. Says just pray Adebayo doesn't get a very great crosser because he's gonna score in the match. Arojobe Ibrahim says well done guys. Togo being a bigger threat. I don't see that, and I also think Corsica gave us a scare. I have Ahmed Oladipupo says Tony, I know too well you watch Nigeria Super Eagles in the 90s. When something is not good, it is not good. And when you don't have it, you know, what has watching the Super Eagles in the 90s got to do with what we're talking about? Ahmed Oladipupo. Easy. Olamide says Arsenal to win. The Gunners all the way. Otumba Deni says I think Togo will pose a bigger threat. They are bigger than Corsica. You can't take that away from the Africans. You can't take away African strength. Abdul Latif Bolao is here. I think that is why friendly matches are made of. That's what friendly matches are made of. So the coach can be able to know where the team needs to work on before the main match. Easy Olamide says Togo might pose a bigger threat. It is just like a derby, and I remember they are also planning to bring up a better team. Arojo Bejami Ola says yes, Togo will pose a bigger threat, but I believe that the Eagles will raise their game and perform better on Thursday. Sunday, Akinsonya says, as our African counterparts, they will be a great threat to us, but I'm seeing another draw based on the players available. Sean is here, says, yes, they will. Togo will. They might even beat Nigeria if we lose too many chances like we did in the Corsica game. Oretade Samuel says, when African teams meet, it is always an interesting match. But guess it's a tougher match for Nigeria. And I have Abdul Salam Olami once again says Togo and Corsica are the same, and Nigeria should beat them easily. Sports Radio 88.9, Real FM is still the station, and this indeed is a Football Live. Let's join Kelechi Jonathan. Kelechi Jonathan says Togo will beat the Super Eagles and beat them well. With this type of game they are playing, the Super Eagles they will get. Okay, all they can get on a good day is a draw. The words of Kelechi Jonathan. Ogbu is here. Ogbu Radzenga is your name. You say Nigeria will beat Togo because the Eagles will get themselves ready against the strong team like Togo. With the likes of Moses, Iwobi, and many others. Coca Johnson says Togo will be a better match. Maybe Togo will strengthen the biscuit bones of our players. Jacob Tessia is here, says if the likes of Victor Moses, Iwobi, and Olarinwaju join the team will be stronger. I think Nigeria can beat Togo because our attacking threat will be improved when all these players join in. Kingsley Okuma, Smart Kid, says Togo will surely pose a better threat and a bigger threat to the Super Eagles. This team that played the Nations Cup, and he says they played okay, so Togo will pose a bigger threat. I have Tony Vicero who says I hope we play well, otherwise Togo will beat the Super Eagles. Ekere Okechukwu is here, says for me, I do not see Togo beating the Super Eagles at all. And Jeff Airy says, based on current form, I won't be surprised if anything negative happens on match day. Bethel Chook says, yes, Togo will be a bigger threat, but the Eagles have what it takes to beat them. Habib Anima Shang says, what was the scores against Corsica? That game ended in a 1-0 draw. They scored first. Kelechi Iheanacho, of course, in the second half, equalized from the penalty spot. Yunusa is here. Yunusa Umar Ayobam, he says, no, Togo will stop. Okay, he says he'll stop Nigeria. Emeka Boniface says, never. Come on, Togo. Super Eagles would overrun them. I have Solomon Ibrahim who says, bring Lukman to the team. And I have Ifiacho Ikena who says, yes, Togo are a bigger threat. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. SY is here, says I believe in Nigeria, but the game will be tough against Togo. Gentle Becky says yes, so for Corsica to be able to get a draw against Nigeria, Togo would likely beat them if they don't up. Why are you laughing, Sexy Joe? You say Togo will likely beat them if they don't up their game. Ade Royeke Olajire is also here, says the Eagles will win. Anthony, good afternoon to you. Sexy Mama, good afternoon to you. Wale Anisulowo is here, says they will surely pose a bigger threat. The Super Eagles are considering the fact that Togo is an African team. They should not be underrated, otherwise we might pay. Vincent Nkem says Nigeria must beat Togo 4-0 to redeem her image. I have Abdul Latif Bolan says yes, Togo will give the Super Eagles a bigger concern than Corsica. Still Football Live on Sports Radio. I have Ahmed Oladipupo says, Tony, be truthful. If be truthful, it's like you are saying England have a good senior national team. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
It's it.
So that should be truthful. It's like I'm saying England have a good national team.
Oh, how do you mean? Say, what's it concern Nigeria with England?
I think he sent a text earlier on, and he was referring to football in the 90s. And I just passed, and he can't send another one. It's like saying the England have a good national team. Don't they have a good national team, England?
And good national team. They're no rich.
Sports Radio.
They're no rich for now. Okay. But I did see some promising moves where then they
the
make
English
and
national
some players.
team. The English national team. No African team has beaten the English national team. As bad as they are. Do you know that?
As we talk now, no.
But they are bad. Or they've been meeting African teams. One never beat them.
Their name na Ike Kanulo Nwanwogu. Na African team, especially those where they colonize.
One never beat them. One African team. If you know any African team that has beaten England before, tell me. I don't think anyone has beaten them. Okay, Edet in Lagos says Togo will pose a bigger threat to the national team of Nigeria. Adequity Adeni says what threat? What threat? Nigeria will beat Togo. Nigeria and the Togo mates will beat them hands down. That's coming from Adequity Adeni. Okay. Chiki says, there's a lot of work to be done on this team, this national team of Nigeria. Ajayi Olayinka Mayor says, Anthony and Sexy Joe, good afternoon. There's no way Togo can beat this squad. We are very strong with our coach. We are strong. We had Togo, if you don't remember, before we went to the Olympics. We came back as Olympic gold medalists in football, but Togo ensured that they beat that team. Maybe that was the turning point for Nigeria. They beat Nigeria 3-1 inside Lagos National Stadium. Togo, O-level Togo, as people love to call them. They beat Nigeria, so we're gonna not go to make mouth too much. Let's tell you that this man is here. Your name is, of course, Sports Radio 88.9 Bila FM. Let's take this one from your name is Sheyi. Okay, thank you very much. Edit in Lagos is here, says it was just a warm-up match. I'm sure they would improve. Eme Blaze Pascal is here.
The mistake we keep making is we still they talk say na warm up match it no matter, na warm up match it no matter. Before you know na warm up match it no matter. We go begin to see for the main matches where we say we go use to qualify or we say matter where we go begin to see all these things. Whether na the essence of friendly should be now to one correct some of the areas where you feel say you need to work on Abi. That's one of the essence of what they call them. Friendly matches and to work on your team, make sure say you get solid team and give players where we say you feel say in future they feel contribute to join for the one where we say they on ground, you give them chance to prove themselves. But if we keep saying nonchalantly say should be a friendly match, should be a friendly match, my people, when the main match go come when I begin complain, I they wait for now.
Sports Radio 88.9.
Correct it now. Now be your point, because when the big matches come, we not go get chance to begin the correct them at that point in time. We get all the time now to take correct them, so that by the time we say we go begin play the main matches, we go no say yes, other one now walk in the park. We already settle what we want settle, so we go just concentrate and do what we supposed to do.
Well, we must tell you that there are cup finals everywhere. There's a cup final that will go down in Scotland, one will go down in England, one of course will go down in Germany. And in Spain, one cup final would also go down. So we are going to Spain at this point in time. We are, of course, going to look at one of the cup finals. It's, of course, 7. It is 7 Copa del Rey finals in the last 9 years for FC Barcelona. And we're told that Barcelona are looking to build on that legacy today against Deportivo Alaves. History means that Barcelona take to the Copa del Rey, especially in the final. They take it, they're like fish, and you know what fish does inside water, they know how to swim, and with a record at 28 titles. Of course, in England, the record is 12. For Barcelona, they have 28, and tonight they take on Deportivo Alaves. It's like David versus Goliath. Alaves is the David, and you know that the last time David took on Goliath, killed Goliath. In fact, anytime David takes on Goliath, na killing, they kill him. Let's, of course, look at these two teams. Do you think that Alaves can cause an upset? That was an upset. David, of course, beating Goliath was an upset, or killing Goliath was an upset. Do you think that small Alaves can, of course, do what David did to Goliath? Talking about Barcelona. Do you think that they can cause an upset by beating Barcelona? They're still wounded, though. You know, they failed in the Champions League, failed in the La Liga. This is not the only team. They've said that they will not even do party if they win. That's Barcelona. That's how painful
Remember,
it is.
say Alaves ended the season on 9th position. So
yes.
I know then go give, even if at all, then go forward. Then they feel no cause any upset, but then go give Barcelona better headache. Then go, as in then go sweat.
So you're saying
to win
that
the Copa del Rey.
It just like it go hard. Barcelona.
It's not a walk in the park for them.
Yeah, but you're still saying that you think that Barcelona will win.
Barcelona go win, but it no go easy.
Okay, who thinks that Alaves can upset Barcelona? Hit me up. Let me, of course, feel you. At 889 Brilla FM, use the hashtag. Yes.
He said, make I hit you up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'll give you one blow.
No. I want them to hit me up on social media.
Okay.
Not hit me.
Are you for
but Sexy Joe, after this, after Football Live, you can come and hit me. I'll show you where to hit me.
No. By that time, I go tired to hit anybody.
Okay. Let's, of course, go back to social media. If you're joining us on Facebook, Sports Radio, Brilla FM is the address. You can also watch us live. We're on the World Wide Web at www.brilla.net. Click on radio and, of course, watch us live. Sports Radio, let's go to your tweets and your comments on Facebook. Ajayi Mayor says Alaves can never cause anything called an upset. This is Barcelona, and Barcelona will win the cup. It's their cup to win, and it may be harder, but they will still win. Eni Lolobo Abiola says there is no minor in Africa, or no minors, in African football. However, I believe it is an opportunity for Raw to dot the I's and dot the T's. Let me tell you, Eni Lolobo, there are minors in football, and we still have minors in African football. It's just that the Giants are sleeping. There are minors in football. That is for me. I think it's just a convenient excuse. When a big team does not do well, they will come out and tell you that there are no more minors in football. There are minors in football. That's why some teams still get trashed, and they get trashed very, very well. Ali Adam says, good day, Anthony. Please, when will Chelsea win the double? Can I answer that question? When will Chelsea win the double? When they win the double, is if they can beat Arsenal, they win the double now. If they beat Arsenal. Adekpiti Adeni says, by now those new boys would have understood themselves a little better. With more days of training, no threats. Togo cannot do anything. Jeremiah Precious says, never. Now for Alaves and to chop, then go chop them from Barcelona hand. Victor Malaulu says, Cameroon nearly beat England. Nearly. We're talking about Sexy Joe. See this guy. We're saying, tell me the African team that has beaten England before. They are saying Cameroon nearly beat England in Italia 90. If not for some penalty awarded to Gary Lineker.
But who win at the end of the day now?
You see, let me tell you about the Italian 90 World Cup. In case you do not know, that game, at some place, at some point, Africa, was seeing the semi-final of the World Cup when Cameroon led 2-1, but England beat them to reach, of course, the semi-finals. They were still debating about the game in Cameroon to clear their doubts. Sexy, are you listening? To clear the doubt of Cameroon and even Africa. England said they come in, they play friendly match. Cameroon accepted the challenge. Now 4-0. Now they give them after that match. And the headlines and the tabloids in England read Indomitable Pussycats. And not they forget. And not they forget. they just to clear their doubts, they called them for friendly match. So Nigeria too, after USA 94, we played England in friendly match. David Platt. In that match.
Dennis Wise.
David Platt. Denny Wise and small boy that time. And then Graham Loso play with Babayaro. That time David Platt, Peter Rufai suffered a fractured skull in that game. There's one player called Nirudok.
Now that time they say friendly, be friendly. Ginger day. They put their mind, they put their heart. But this one friendly na friendly huri.
We tried in 2002. That was the beginning of Vincent Enyama. One shot from Paul Scholes. We see they talk about that shot. Let us play England in a friendly match. They've been clearing the doubt of Africans. So we know they beat them as bad as they are. No African team has beaten England. So Victor Malaulu, forget all this nearly cannot kill a bird. Jeremiah Precious says never. Okay, Alaves go chop him for Barcelona hand. Mike Dami says, for me, Togo is a bigger challenge than Corsica. They would, of course, give the Super Eagles a run for their money. We're still taking your post and your messages right here on Football Live. Adekpiti Adeni says, remember, it was Alaves that defeated Barcelona at Nou Camp this season. It won't be easy for Barcelona tonight. I have, of course, that one. Temitokwe Olola says, Tony, I beg, who is Alaves? Now, who them help? Barcelona go beat them and go beat them well. and he says his money is at stake. Okay, no problem. Okay.
No wonder they console yourself.
Okay, who won't say Anthony ECS says Alaves who? What do you mean Alaves who? Their full name is Deportivo Alaves. And of course, they are taking on Barcelona tonight. We're talking about the game. They should forget any upset against Barcelona. It's going to be one-way traffic. If you drive one way in Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria, they will catch you. Good afternoon, Sexy Joe and Anthony. I greet you. I have Ogungwe Setonyo who says Alaves will not do anything. Barcelona will kill them. No upset anywhere in today's game. Hussein CFC Aiden says definitely nothing is impossible in football. I have Aboduri. Saeed Ola says zero upset from Alaves. Ajayi Onlayinka Mayor says I am watching you guys now. Tony in a white shirt, Sexy Joe in a black top. I'm enjoying you guys. Okay, Sexy Joe, actually, maybe where you are watching us from, I don't know the color of this thing. Sexy Joe is not, it's not black, it's navy blue. And my own is not white.
Yeah.
Go and watch again. Ajayi Olayinka, go and watch again. I'll go and change the resolution. The resolution of your phone or your computer. A.T. Oku Leo says Alaves can upset them. Woyale Temitoke says please, Callum Chambers eligible to play in the English FA Cup final. Who is Callum Chambers?
Arsenal player.
He's not eligible now. Which kind of question? They said somebody on loan. Low season loan now. Season don't finish. He's not eligible to play. Long story short. I will let him talk. If you are hoping because the Arsenal defense is depleted, Callum Chambers, the one way they never play well, they call Callum Chambers. See, let me tell you what the Chelsea players are doing now. When they are looking at the team sheet of Arsenal, they are licking their lips. Costa they licking mouth. Eddie Hazard too, they licking mouth. You remember the last time out, some Arsenal players were doing Atilogu. I didn't know some Arsenal players know how to do Atilogo dancing. They do it. Okay, Johnson Salau says Barcelona will win. Jare Hussein Aiden says yes, but it's going to be the other way around. What's going to be the other way around? Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM is still the station. Vincent Inkem says, I hope this will not be the last football live show of the season. No, this is not going to be the live football live show. Okay, what you mean? Okay, our partners for now, they too, as the season ends, they too will go on a break. So we'll be doing it, local style till the season opener. Don't worry, we got you covered. We got you covered right here. SY is here. It says Alaves can never beat Barcelona, and Barcelona will beat them, even though Barcelona is not in form. And Inilono Babiola says minnows are gradually it says okay, if there are no minnows in football, African football, it means the minnows are gradually becoming giants. This is the time for Raw to prove its mettle. Okay, Vincent Inkem says Barcelona will beat Alaves as if tomorrow no day. Wale Anisulowo is here, says Alaves I'll be waiting Barcelona. Okay, Barcelona go beat them. That trophy belongs to Barcelona. Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM is still the station, and this definitely is a football live. We're looking at the cup final in Spain. For Barcelona, they say if they win, they will not celebrate. The celebrations will not leave the stadium. This is they are still unhappy. Barcelona like winning the La Liga and the Champions League. They say this one, after the small celebration for stadium, nothing more, nothing less. Tomorrow the players will go on holiday. What do you make of that?
Sometimes you go pinch yourself, tell yourself what. They say, pikin when no when mama do an eye like this. I don't know whether they see the eye.
Wait, is it that their standard is too high?
Yes. They have set that standard so high that when they not do well any season, it really affects them. Say, waiting with they celebrate about. Well, for some teams, that Copa del Rey, if Alaves win this Copa del Rey, they go lock. In fact, the party they go block all the whole street for Spain where they do party. But for them, waiting I never see before. They don't win them. They don't win Champions League. They don't win La Liga. So more or less, no be anything for their eye. So for them,
they have 28 Copa del Rey titles.
If you even check self, the La Liga where they lose, pain them well pass. Even pass this Copa del Rey where we say they won't go play, but may not be like say then go end the season without anything at all. Then go just hustle to win this one. But for Alaves, if they fit get this one, the happiness no be here. But for Barcelona, well, their standard they so high, say this Copa del Rey for them. Now may we just take console ourselves. May not be like say we no do anything this season. So may we just keep a low key so that by tomorrow everybody go pack their load, carry their family, or holiday.
Okay, Deportivo Alaves is the name of the club side, opponents of Barcelona. Normally they call them Alaves for short. And indeed, they are a small club side. Their manager is Mauricio Pellegrino from Argentina. And of course, they play their home ground. They play their home matches at the Mendy Zoroza. And that's the name of their home ground. It's a small stadium under 20,000 capacity. And of course, this season in the La Liga, they finished 9th. They want to upstage Barcelona. Barcelona say no party. If they win this one, no party. Alaves, of course, when you look at their history, they've won the second division in Spain 4 times. And of course, when you look at European competition, they played in the UEFA Cup and they were runners-up in 2001. That's a long time ago. No major title when you look at their honors. You cannot compare. That's why I say Alaves is like a David and Barcelona is like a Goliath. But we know that David killed Goliath. Can they do it? Can they do it tonight against Barcelona? I have, of course, Shitu Cole Francesc. He says that this cup belongs to Barcelona. Having lost the La Liga and the Champions League, no hiding place for Alaves. Ogwanyi Benedict this year says never, not in this world. Alaves would receive a heavy beating today. And you will see, won't be upset. No upset for Alaves today. I have Kelechi Jonathan says Alaves no fit see draw. Of course, there will be no draw if it turns out that this match is a stalemate. You know that penalties will follow. Barcelona cannot swallow the shame if Alaves wins them. This is the only cup remaining for Barcelona, and so they will win. Emeka Boniface says this is the final, and in the final, anything can happen. I believe Barcelona will go down tonight. Those people saying Barcelona will go down tonight, could it just be beef? Sexy Joe, could it be beef?
Which beef?
No, some people are saying Barcelona will go down tonight.
Well, for me, now partly beef, but for Alaves, anything is possible. Anything they possible, because now waiting Barcelona define, Madrid don't take them. So they feel not even take this cup serious because they don't win. But for Alaves, if they win them now, especially against a big team like Barcelona, an applause.
Okay, let's of course join. Tony Black says, I see Barcelona beating Alaves with ease. This now final, therefore Barcelona would buckle and they will buckle their belts and lace their shoes. Ragnar Sazi Reddington says, just like Real Madrid and AC Milan took to their various league titles and European Cup in the 20th century, the truth is that the world is changing, and it's changing really fast. No longer becoming furious. Okay, the fast are no longer becoming furious by beating the slow. Big fishes. He goes on and on and on. We are saying, do you see an upset? And not all this big grammar that you're sending me here. What about Coca Johnson says, even if Alaves want to cause an upset, the referee won't allow that to happen. It happened so many times. And for example, the last match against Aiba, he says Barcelona go do Ojoro. Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM is still the station. Taiwo Joshua says Alaves no fit see draw, not to talk of win, because Barcelona go use all their power to get this trophy. Indeed, we're going for a short break. We'll come back after this time out.
Football Live.
30 days now be 1 month. 75 days now be 2 months. Shoo, which kind calculation be that? Now Ogbonge Star Times 2 weeks calculation be that oh. On top 2 months subscription on any of our bouquet, Star Times go summer you 2 weeks free entertainment. Fiam! You know me now? 2 weeks on top 2 months. I be go subscribe. Nah. So enjoy FIFA Confederations Cup for Star Times World Football, captivating Indian movies for Star Times Bollywood, telenovela encore. That one berekete fugra remain for Star Times novella. Make you get 2 weeks extra on top your 2 months subscription from 15th May to July 31st. Make you go recharge 2 months now and get 2 weeks free. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
B-R-I-L-A, Brila. www.brila.net, where everything sports meet. including your radio.
Brila FM, what others wished they were. Team news.
Barcelona's ability to win the ball back aggressively and quickly.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
These are your latest Barcelona headlines. It's all about this weekend's Copa del Rey final, of course, where Luis Enrique will take charge of Barca for the final time as coach against Alaves, but he refused to rule out a return to the club in the future on Friday. Enrique can add a 9th title to a generally successful 3-year spell in charge in the final competitive game at Atletico Madrid's Vicente Calderón this weekend. However, he revealed back in March he would not seek to renew his contract as he needed a rest after being worn down by the unique pressure there is in being in charge of Barcelona. He said, "Who knows though, one day I could return to the club to coach Barca. It's my home, my club. It's where I felt most confident and comfortable as a player and as a coach." Enrique, though, has had a tempestuous relationship with the media during his time in charge. He said his return will probably cause a few heart attacks in the press pack. Moving on, Barcelona won't be at full strength for the showpiece occasion as Luis Suarez and Sergio Roberto are both suspended after being sent off in a bad-tempered semi-final second leg against Atletico Madrid. However, Gerard Piqué has called on his teammates to give one of Barca's best-ever coaches the send-off he deserves. He says he is one of the best coaches in the history of the club. He deserves a great final. The best way to leave would be on a high with a trophy, and Saturday gives us the opportunity. Enrique led Barca to the club's second-ever treble in La Liga, Champions League and Copa del Rey in his first season. However, despite reports of a dressing room bust-up in his final campaign, Piqué insisted he is a loved figure with his own squad. He says they have been 3 magnificent years.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM has gone beyond one league.
Yes, welcome back. Still Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Don't forget, it's still Children's Day, and of course, Nigerian children are not in Gabon and definitely not in South Korea. In Gabon, it is ongoing at the FIFA, of course, at the CAF Under-17 AFCON, and of course, in South Korea, it is the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. With the Golden Eaglets, and the Flying Eagles, children are not part of the ongoing Under-17 AFCON holding in Gabon, as well as the Under-20 World Cup holding in Korea due to non-qualification. Ex-international and former Golden Eaglets himself, he was when they discovered him, they discovered him from the schools. He was a former Golden Eaglets coach. I'm talking about Henry Nwosu. He says Nigeria should go back to the grassroots so as to get young and better players for the Under-17 and the Under-20s. According to him, parading older players, you can put that word older now in quotes, older players in these teams would never help youth football in Nigeria. So we're going to listen to Henry Nwosu. We're going to listen to Henry Nwosu very, very shortly. And when we come back, we'll go straight to our talking point. Don't forget that players lying about their ages in world football is not new. It's a big problem. And the authorities, whether in Nigeria, in South America, of course in Africa, have been struggling to get a grip on, of course, a long-time solution to this problem. African youth teams are often suspected, in fact, the Nigerian team often suspected of fielding or parading players who are, of course, older than their true ages. They claim they are 17, but they're actually 26. They claim they are 20, they're actually 30. And scandals have hit Nigeria. Nigeria has been banned before. Hit Ghana. Of course, hit Kenya, hit Cameroon, just to name a few countries. Let's listen to Henry Nwosu, and then we'll go to the crux of the matter. Stay right here. This is Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Football Live.
Always when I'm advocating for us going back to the grassroots. This is very, very important. This is what they should do now. This is what we expect of this team. What they can do for us, it start with the limit for Nigeria, to youth team. But if we continue to select old players and all that, there's no how we can get a very good team.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM has gone beyond one league.
Anyone wants to say that Nigeria can go back to the grassroots to solve this problem. We've been going to that grassroots. Oh. Those players in the grassroots, some of if you look at them very, very well, you would of course maybe shake your head. Sexy Joel, I want to put it to you. Let me put it to you. In recent times, we've tried MRI. They will check them, use MRI to test them. They will drop players. At the end of the day, you still be suspecting that these players are not, truly on that. Today is Children's Day. I've seen children, I've seen them. I asked somebody, say this one cannot play for Nigeria. In bone never strong, na biscuit bone. They say the bone, it must mature. I want to ask you, I want to put it to you. Yes. Beyond the use of MRI scans, how can we truly get, because going to the grassroots, I think it's the same thing. How can we truly get players of the right ages, to represent us at 8th grade, whether male or female? How can we do it?
Tony, the problem we don't already they solve as small.
How?
I still remember as of is it March, April 9 that LMC NPFL under 15 tournament happened where we say the LMC force every team to produce under 15 side a feeder team. We are on our way to solving this problem because a team like Eyimba or Enugu Rangers, I see their team and it amazed me say those boys now truly small boys and then still the secondary school. Under 15, this year under 17, not every 2 years then they play them. And before you know, they are 17, so they can feature for the tournament.
Are those boys 15?
They are. Oh my goodness! I go show you some of their pictures. But you see the team where Aqua United the field for that, thank God said they even disqualify some of them. Nde karaka jarakaja. Nde kajarakaja. Now they feature. Now they tell December. This one's not be under 15. Go back and do your homework. And at the end of the day, see how they take knock them out.
Those boys are under 15.
Yes, they are very, very young. Some of them are still in secondary school. Anybody will claim say he be under 15, under 16, under 17. Go and bring your secondary school certificate. Go to the school and visit the school and make sure say that student he did the school and from the school come. And they tell you we are already getting it right at the grassroots level. But I don't know whether they go fit maintain them. Now maintaining na be the cocoa. Not be say after this season now. After this year now, they not go do them again. Let us continue it because from here in the next 2 years we'll be able to produce a standard under 17 team.
Well, I want to ask you, all the under 17 team that we've been producing from 1985 till date, why I know they hear say
you want me to talk that area?
No. Listen to me first. Why I never hear say, why have I not heard that one player cannot go because he wants to write WAEC?
Now what thing they tell you? Now they are starting to get it right. You understand? They are starting to, because this is shame. This is shame is all of them finish secondary school.
Yes, now.
And if they finish secondary school, let us go back to the school. After all, if you finish secondary school, some they finish secondary school now at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17. Let us go to the school and ask and they get the record of the player in question. Because you cannot take a player whether they play professionally for 7 to 8 years, come carry a concern under 16, under 17.
Let's look at
are we blind?
Wait, now let's look at the average age of a school leaver in Nigeria. It's 16.
Yes.
In some very rare cases, you have 14 and 15.
Yes.
But the average is 16.
Yes.
If you start school,
but if you repeat one class, let's say 17.
If you start school at the age of 4, primary 1, it means you finish school at the age of 16. How some people finish at 14, I don't know. Because if you start school at the age of 4,
some people they get double promotion depending on their level of intelligence and brilliance.
Let's look at the average. This one, no book. Now average student.
No book.
The normal child that will come 20th in the class, 15th in the class, because the child that comes first, they play ball. That's the truth. Those that play football are not the brightest.
Are you trying to say Taiwo Awoniyi when you result bam is Olodo?
Hey, how many ballers have you played? The Sexy Joe,
are you serious, Nton?
Wait now, Sexy Joe. For your school, the guy when they come first now, it's a play ball.
Actually, now all girls school I go.
Okay, the girls have play ball. They don't play ball in your school.
Are you trying to say I do
No.
Are you trying to say I do? I feel no carry first, you.
What I'm saying is, those that come first in class, they know they sabi play ball. Now, there's no book.
Tonu, are you trying to say Sheyelo Fijana or Bolodo?
So he was coming first in the school? No.
Must you come first to play football?
Oh, I'm saying the average. The average could mean that in a class of 40, somebody comes 20, somebody comes 18, 21, not being carried first.
Oh, no number now.
Those students, if you start school at the age of 4, I know mothers and fathers are listening to me.
Yes.
If you start at 4, you finish at 16. Normal. If you follow the normal progression. So 16 is the average. How some people finish at 14, I don't know. How they finish at 15, I also don't know. Some say they will even finish at 13.
A fast education for some.
When did they start school?
Some are very, very fast education.
I want to know, do you start primary one when you're
Some people, they start the normal 4 years. But because of their IQ, if they get high IQ, then go feel say they don't pass this class. They're supposed to go to maybe 1 class or 2 class ahead.
In Nigeria, the university law, you cannot enter university unless you are 16
My brother, times are changing. Times are changing. 40 years old now, they enter university.
For which law?
15 years old now.
The law says 16.
The law says 16, so you go sit down for house until you complete 16. Then they need to change the law.
Hey.
If you're picking no book, fight for him to or her to enter university. Because say 9-4 say no book or IQ high pass other people on, you go consider for us because in 14, 16, you go come with 32 years before start school.
Sexy.
Now
so you sabi law.
I said they need to change the law. Times are changing.
No, I'm asking you. Now, so you sabi law.
Times are changing. Likewise, our grassroots football now, everything done they change. The LMC don't make them, but we need people to encourage them. We need people to make sure so they continue to they churn out these youngsters so that in the next 2 years, in the next 4 years, we go still see players will be say at the age, see Ryan Giggs still playing till 40 something. Because he starts at the appropriate age.
Roger Miller played till 42.
Oh, Roger Okongbo. He was an Okongbo. But you know Okongbo be say come as a legend. They just put him for that team. No be say he really put the whole body for that game.
Don't come here and come and take the glory of Roger Miller.
No. How can I take it? The man is too much. I cannot take anybody's glory. I get my own.
What do you mean Okongbo?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
No, he was an Okongbo now when he played that much. So let us encourage the LMC. I have seen a couple of these youngsters and I feel say them be the future. But one thing about us for this Obodo be say when we see something like this, the next thing is to kill them instead of encouraging it. You understand? We need to encourage them.
What is the solution? Is it in the grassroots? Somebody just told me that those players in the grassroots they are old. They don't old.
Now they tell you say this LMC under 15 they call them promises tournament where Bukola Saraki youth side win. They need to encourage these players and I like what LMC do. Immediately Aqua United and some other things feature Okongbos for their team now in December. These are not the right age. Bring the right age and all of them go back.
If secondary schools are in session, wait, why are those boys? Did they post education?
And they take permission. They take permission
so
sometimes.
They know the right exam.
They feel read the exam. You get what I will be say. Make I tell you, get what I will be say. I sick for almost a week. When I come back, everybody don't write their own test.
I did make
they
up.
do test for me.
You did make up.
Yes. So sometimes even for those where they all these our athletes where they outside where they US for school, they here for school, they here for school. A lot of them you fit they say it's allowed because of what you they do. Especially when some of them they on scholarship, you can take permission and say they go tournament so they oga lecturer because shift and go so day and you go right.
So all these players, all those under 15, they got them from secondary school. That's what you're telling me.
Not all of them, but at least the one I use my korokoro eye anyanje edenaji see. Those ones are small, and in fact, some of them even look smaller than the 15 self.
Okay, you can of course join us inside. Of course, join this discourse at 889 Brilla FM. We're looking at, of course, youth football. Under 17, we're not there. They are playing, of course, in Gabon.
Sad.
They have qualified. All the semi-finalists have qualified for India. Nigeria was supposed to defend her tournament or her title. We not qualify. Under 20,
they've been at Niger beat us.
Yes, Niger and Sudan stopped us. Niger stopped the Golden Eaglets. Sudan stopped the Flying Eagles.
And we see their handwork now for the tournament.
Leave story for storyteller.
No. Instead of that, to allow us to go. Now we see their handwork.
How can they allow us to go? Okay.
They no say they go for Yakata for there.
Okay. Okay. Victor Malaulu says, I have seen some brilliant students that their parents increase their ages to write JAMB and enter university. You see, this is part of the problem. We are talking about real under 17. Real under 17. You know, in Nigeria, it's allowed. If you want to enter police, even banks now don't even help matters. They tell you that if you don't reach 30, you don't reach it, we can't employ you. As if, but then those.
By encouraging people to go, they reduce age.
This is the system.
Yes.
The system. You now go and make
because
people.
When somebody find work, waka for some, don't nearly see ancestors where they waka go. Now you go just okay, since when they want to 22 years now, you go just cut off 30 years, come up for age, become 22.
It's
and when you see the person now, Ogidiga, now you see.
You see, you go to secondary school, you're an average student, you finish school at the age of 18. You now do maybe another 6 years in the university. You can't.
No, you go first sit down for house 4 years before you get the admission.
You can't enter finish. They can't tell you your age. No, your age knocks you out. You know, if it's a problem.
Yeah, by creating an avenue for people to go, they change age.
Okay.
Why not buy experience and leave the age matter?
Reto Oputa Olisa is here. Say most under 17 players are more than their ages, so let us just leave it like that. We cannot leave it like that. We want a solution. How can we get through under 17 players? They say in Nigeria the average age, if you see under 17, that under 17 player is either 26 or 27. If you go to immigration today, a long time ago during my formative years as a journalist, I did something at the passport office. They told me that athletes, especially footballers, are the ones that give them problems. They could tell you, say, this one not be my real age, oh, this is my football age. We want to get it right. How can we get it right? Beyond MRI scans, how can we get it right? Tell me something, somebody. All of us say it's possible.
Tony, any player where don't they play professionally for Nigerian league, they cut off saying at 16. Nah, it's lie.
Okay.
It's lie.
Okay.
How can you be, which means at the age of 13 now you start to play the ball?
Okay, one person just sent me something. Your name is Adequiti Adeni. He says, leave that, private universities don't check your age before they admit you. As long as you pass the post-jam, they will admit you. The law as I know it says you must be 16. But nowadays, I heard they've changed everything.
The world, they change, and we must follow and change.
Because do the
for
math.
Places, even for US, I don't hear a 14-year-old boy where they university.
Hey. Okay, slamming.
And if you hear the course where the boy they read, even me no go try that course for university.
Okay.
I'm statistics. Waiting I know there.
Is you press computer and PS calculator. Slamming 10. Senior brothers join us. Says we need a better plan. We need better planning to get it right at youth level. For now, I will only just say You don't say please be part of the solution. Don't be part of this. Mike Dami says, Tony, as for me, I think getting to know getting to know their history in terms of education and backgrounds is the way out. Okay, they should tell them to bring their first school leaving certificate, bring their admission letter as when they enter primary 1, and they should also bring their records in secondary school. If your passport and your secondary school and primary school records don't tally, you know that player is overage. Okay, all of it. Okay, Mike Odami, I think that's one thing we can do. If their records don't tally, you easily know.
That's why I say anytime when they come like this, go there. Even if like 2 years they take pass out for school, go their school, they'll still get their record. You check them and check their age.
Okay, we don't do that now. The only thing they go there is only passport they bring now.
But if you go school, the day I go collect my certificate for school now, so they bring out all my record from primary school, then bring everything out. I use my koro I see them.
Okay, Victor Malaulu says, Tony, remember what happened to Osondo in Belgium after the club relied on his under 17 age? Please remind me, I can't remember what happened to Philip Osondo. Okay, Ajayo Lainka Mayor says the only thing they can do is to be okay. 7-year-old, monitor them from childhood. Taiwo Aderemi says, please don't totally believe those under 17. I know some of the players 3SE use. They are overage players, but they use some under. He say they use some under 15. Angel TX says, good afternoon, guys.
I say if you see Aqua United on fear catch me. Mbrigiduku, the one of the players, the Mbrigiduku, this in yam leg.
Yes.
Fear catch me.
These players sometimes you know that Philip Lam he joined Bayern Munich as an 11-year-old. Records day, pictures day.
Even Ozil.
If you see this Kylian Mbappe, picture day when he be small picking.
When he snap with Henry.
But our players don't have history.
At all.
You just see them, boom. I challenge player like Kelechi Iheanacho. Players like Kelechi, show me your history, your primary school picture. Tell us the year. Let's reconcile with 2017. They will not go do them. That's why they say Nigerian players cannot even write biography, autobiography. They're not fit because the age is not go tally. You see some players, they're not fit. You see, look at the Antoine Griezmann now. He's still playing, but he's promoting his autobiography. Why do Nigerian players not do it? They don't leave football because if they try it, you go know the truth. But what is the way forward? Let's look beyond the problem. What is the way forward? What is the way forward? Gentle Becky says Alaves no reach at all. Barcelona will destroy them. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. We're looking at, of course, the future. Damian says, do we remember Anthony Williams Kojo, NFF president, when he talked about this issue? That's a long time ago. We're talking about 2017. What is the solution? How can we get it right at the youth and, of course, age grade levels? Paul Temidayo says, that is why we excel at under 17 level and disappoint at the senior level. We need serious checking. We, of course, still have your tweets and, of course, your posts right here. I have the only way is to change internationally, countries like Brazil, Spain, etc. Because it's only in Nigeria. Okay, tell us how to do it. Greto Oputa Olisa is your name. OBA says, please, what kind of message is Sexy Joe passing to the community? It is bad message. Why Nigeria always hug lie? Sexy Joe, please be a good example. I don't understand.
What do you mean by that? If you tell me what they talk about, make I talk now.
Okay. Another person is
send
here.
Another tweet explaining yourself.
Explain yourself. Oba, please explain yourself. So the Sexy Joe wants to get a clearer picture.
So that I go get a clearer picture of the message where they carry give the whole world.
Okay. Eni Lolobo Abiola says, okay, the NFF should encourage the Principal's Cup. Some banks are trying. Honestly, it is very key to achieving this. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. I have Aro Jobe. Jamiola says that the idea is good, but the implication is that the problem will never qualify for any competition till Jesus come. Are you saying if we use the through under 17s, we'll never qualify? Sir, okay, Chuku Okoli says Tony, Nigeria's leader is 74 years old. When you want to rebuild a house, you start from the foundation. What do you mean? What do you mean by that one? Vincent Nkem says Nigeria was the youngest team at the last under-17 tournament that we still won. Okay. Chineme says we can't get it right, but we can get it right by having academies for children here. At least if you come back to school, you go to the field. Okay. Sports Radio 88. Damian says okay, Damien, I've taken that one before. He sent it again. Let's take another one. Aderoke Olajire says, where you see under 17, all of them don't born. Okwabumi is my mate, and I am 28. I was 28 when he played under 17. Yes, if you check very, very well, the truth is those that play under 17, they cost like 10 years. 10 years.
Or more than.
Minimum of 10. That is because they have baby face, you don't know. Ayomi Ahmad says that the system of this country will make it difficult. I think our players have history. If they have history, it will help. Okay, so we still have more of your posts and your messages. Gentle Becky says all Nigerian players claiming 17 to 20 more than their ages. They are called Okuko Igbo. Even in their
Okuku
Igbo. What does that mean?
Look up.
Okay, it says even in their 40s, they are still looking young. Okay, Gentle Becky, of course, thank you very much. I'll remember that one. Okuko Igbo. Okay, Sexy, help me out again. How do I pronounce
Okuko Igbo.
Okuko Igbo. That's a local foul. So what do you call the Greek foul?
I don't know.
What's foul?
Okuko.
Yeah. So what's Greek? Okuko Greek. Yeah. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. If you know the solution, please join us as we continue to discuss. We're moving very, very fast. Let's go. Let's leave, of course, the youth teams. Let's go to the camp of Enugu Rangers. We're the general manager of Enugu Rangers, Christian Chairman Chuku. He says that they have learned their lessons. They have learned their lessons as a club. And he says all problems have been resolved. And right now they are targeting a return to continental football. Enugu Rangers, he says, will target a top 3 finish. They are the defending champions. And he says that they will target a top 3 finish. Let's listen to Chairman Christian Chuku. We will come down. And of course, We'll also tell you about one player who, of course, will be making history. Yes, you know, we're talking, he's 18 years old, and he's set to play for, of course, Aqua United, but that's even looking beyond the picture. Let's quickly listen to Christian Chukwu, who says Rangers are targeting a top 3 finish.
Football Live.
In this second round, we want to make sure that we will be among the first 3 so that we can go back to continental where we belong. So we are getting fully prepared for second round. It is very much achievable.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Briller FM has gone beyond one league.
Football Live.
Alhamdulillahi mo dúpẹ́, alhamdulillahi mo dúpẹ́, StarTimes fẹ́ bí mi lẹ́bùn Ramadana, alhamdulillahi mo dúpẹ́.
StarTimes ló fún wa lóúnjẹ nínú ọ̀gbẹ́lẹ̀.
Alhamdulillahi a dúpẹ́.
StarTimes ti kórè dà sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo oníbàárà wọn pátá nínú oṣù alápọ̀nlé yìí o. Tí ìwọ náà bá fẹ́ rí e nínú oore yìí, ó yá lọ sí èyíkéyìí ibùdó alágbàtà tàbí ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ StarTimes tó wà láyìíká rẹ láti lọ fi owó sórí káàdì, ra àpótí tàbí amóhùnmáwòrán StarTimes titun kí o sì jẹ ìfà ẹ̀bùn bíi ìrẹsì, wheat, sẹ̀mó, tíì, mílìkì, noodles, tòmátò ọlọ́ràá àti ohun mímu aṣaralóore lónìrànràn láti fi jẹ mílíkì oṣù Ramadan tí a wà nínú rẹ̀ yìí. Òfin àti ìlànà ń bẹ o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kí ẹ jẹ̀gbádùn rẹpẹtẹ. StarTimes, jẹ̀gbádùn ayé díjítà.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
BRILA, Brila. www.brila.net, where everything sports meet, including your radio.
Brila FM, what others wished they were. Team news.
It has finished now. It is Chelsea's best European result of the season, and for some time, a first away win of this campaign.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
These are your latest Chelsea headlines. We start with the team news for the FA Cup final against Arsenal on Saturday afternoon at Wembley. Chelsea are nearly at full strength. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the only doubt. Blues boss Antonio Conte may have to choose between winger Willian, who has started every FA Cup game this season, and Pedro, who has usually been preferred in the league matches. It also remains to be seen whether Conte picks ex-Arsenal star Cesc Fabregas in midfield or deploys the more defensive-minded Nemanja Matic. Could well be that Fabregas starts from the bench. Conte says when you stay for a long time at the same team, we're talking about a great team, not a small team. We must consider Arsene Wenger like one of the best managers in history. He won a lot, but when you stay a lot for a long time in the same team, someone can forget this. Arsene Wenger is for sure a really good manager. For me, I don't believe that Saturday will be his last game for Arsenal. I think he deserves to work with Arsenal because he's shown in those 20 years what a good manager he is. We're moving away from the cup final just for a moment, and Conte says he's hopeful of remaining at Chelsea for many years, despite reports linking the Italian with a move elsewhere. The 47-year-old has guided Chelsea to the Premier League title and could be on, well, is on for the double, is a target for Inter Milan. However, Conte insists he fully expects to remain at Stamford Bridge long term and is prepared to extend his contract beyond 2019. He says we have to finish this season first. We've started to work, then we've started work for next season. We will try and improve the squad next season because we have to face an important challenge in the Champions League. At the moment, my situation is clear. I have a 2-year contract, and if the club gave me the possibility to stay, then I'm happy to stay. I'm happy to stay here. I hope to stay here for many years. That will be a massive boost to all Chelsea fans paying attention to that one. Finally today, Diego Costa constantly is being linked with a move away from the club. Romelu Lukaku is apparently the man Chelsea are considering to bring in to replace him.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Briller FM has gone beyond one league.
How many do you want?
Still Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. You just heard from Christian Chukwu. And the big question is, of course, can they do it? Is a top 4 or top 3, I beg your pardon, is it realistic? Do you consider a top 3 finish too high for Enugu Rangers this season? They are gradually moving, and they've left the bottom of the table. They are gradually moving. They are still in the bottom half of the league table. And they are hoping to make it to the top half. In fact, finish in the top 3. Do you think it is too much? It is too much for Enugu Rangers. They say they've learnt their lessons, and they are hoping to finish in the top 3 so that they can play on the continent. Last time, it was the story of bananas, Enugu Rangers. But they've learnt all their lessons. No more bananas, and they can make it happen. Sexy Joe, let's hear from you.
Well, one thing will be say they can start that change, and of course for Enugu Rangers, they no longer have any continental competition to keep them away from the Nigerian Professional Football League from doing well. And of course now they get all the time in the world to get it right, because they feel use that continental as an excuse, but now they no get anything where we say they feel use make excuse say now what to make them not do well, and they don't pick up at least from the way we say they don't do now, they don't pick up like 7 wins, you understand, 5 draws, and of course their 8 losses where they on ground before, and of course then they on top 26 points. So it's very, very possible from the position where then they will be saying 14 to the one we say Plateau United they will be saying first. It's just a difference of 10 points. So anything they still get like a team more to play, so anything they're possible, but say then go end for the top three. Now it go hard though. It go hard small.
Okay.
But then go come out from where then go move up small.
Okay, Oba has sent another tweet, and he says, or she says, I don't know if Oba is male or female. Says, Sexy Joe, what are you trying to tell? You don't confuse us, because those 14 and 15-year-olds you are talking about, how many of them play football? That's the question.
Oh, you'll be surprised, my brother. Waka, come out for your house, waka around. You go find out, say 14, even 13, they play football. Oh, waka around. I know they come here, can't talk waiting and no see. Oh, I don't play before, and I don't come across them well. We'll be saying at their real age, and then they play weller. Their ball sense even big pass normal big person ball sense. So my brother, I know what's in they talk.
Okay,
I'm not trying to confuse anybody. If you doubt it, walk out of your house, walk around, use your eyes, see stadium there, some training pitches there around Lagos. Say if you're in Lagos, walk around and of course see for your eye the streets there, walk around and of course see for yourself. Then make you come back, tweet, give me.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Oba, Sexy Joe don't give you assignment, so make you walk, of course.
Don't just sit in your house and make conclusions. Move out from where you dare, your comfort zone, and walk around. And of course, just use one day, walk around, and of course, use your eye. See what these small boys they do. You go even see a boy of 10 years. If you see the talent where they in that boy, you go surprised. Nigeria get plenty talent. Now just how to harness that talent might be our problem for here. So make you not talk waiting, see, or try to even confuse me where they here. Go out there and be a scout for once, and of course come back and tell us what you see.
Well, let's also tell you that the ongoing FIFA World Cup in Korea Republic 2017, African champions Zambia and Japan are in action. 75 minutes have been played in that part of town. The scoreline is, of course, Zambia, I beg your pardon, were beaten today. African champions, they were beaten 1-0 by Costa Rica. Japan and Italy are much in action. 75 minutes of play in that part of town. Korea Republic, Japan and Italy, it is a 2-2 situation. Uruguay and the Republic of South Africa have also played. It's a goalless situation after 75 minutes. Earlier on today, Portugal beat Iran by 2-1. That is the story of the ongoing World Cup, Under 20 World Cup, FIFA World Cup, Korea Republic 2011. Sadly, our country, our beloved country, Nigeria, did not qualify, so the Flying Eagles of course, are not flying in Korea. Let's go to your post and your messages. Enugu Rangers, I want to finish in the top 3. Is it possible? Is it too much? Is it unrealistic? Is it realistic? Let us know. Nasiru Oshoke says, for me, anything is possible in football. Sexy Mama, how are you doing today?
I did. Thank you very much.
Top 3 finish is possible, but they must, of course, stop losing matches. That's coming from Mba Chukwemeka Ekere Okechukwu says, for me, it is possible to see Rangers finish in the top 3 this season as far as they continue to do well. Kingsley Frank says, yes, Enyimba will win the league. And then Aqua United, it goes on and on. Tony Vicero says it is too late. They should concentrate on staying in the league. I have Magaji Yarima, who says it is possible if they play well, they will push up the league. Mushuda Ilofa says it is very, very possible. Let's go to Umba Chukwemeka, who goes back to our earlier discuss, says where is street football in Nigeria? It is missing. Shops and containers have taken over all the streets. I used to see young people play table tennis and of course on the streets, and football on the streets. They have all disappeared. Umaru Victor says to get young players, it has to start from schools, primary schools and even secondary schools. And schools that don't have sporting facilities should not be approved by government. Emmanuel Uroko says,
I agree with that one too.
Okay, Emmanuel Uroko says, Tony and Sexy Joe, you have said it as it is. 4 years is for nursery, 5 years should be in primary, while 6 public schools primary 1. So I submit that even at 18, you will get students in secondary schools. No, I was simply saying that the average age is actually 16. Some very talented children can finish at 14 or 15, but the average age is 16 and above. Those that know what I'm talking about would of course attest to it. Very few, maybe 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 will finish at 14, no matter how no book reach. There's a process now, no matter how no book reach. So, but 16 is very realistic.
But I know say fast education day now.
But very few, they are very few. They are very, very few. If you in a class of 40, you probably have maybe 1 14-year-old. One. We're talking about we're not talking about very intelligent
I remember when I did secondary school, get one girl, Bumi, I think she was 14 when we left secondary school, and the following year she entered LASU.
The educational system in
Nigeria, I don't know whether they increase her age or they decrease her age, I don't know, but I know said the day I go LASU, I see, and she did 200 level.
But I stand to be corrected. The educational system in Nigeria is 6334. 6334. It means 12 years primary school and secondary school. You want to tell me people they start school at 2 or 1? It's not possible now. If you do the normal course, which is 6 years in primary school and 6 years in secondary school, that is 12 years. So it means if you are a 14-year-old, that means at some point in time you had double promotion. I don't know if they still do. I don't know if they even do double promotion in public schools. Do they do it?
And you say that they were not come out from school.
I'm speaking from I went to school. I'm speaking from my own. I don't know whether they do. Say this boy too no book. Especially if you went to a government school. I don't know if they do it. But maybe in private school they do it.
They do double promotion.
But if the template is 6334, that's 12 years for secondary and primary school. Take 12 out of 16. That means the boy started school at 4. If you take 12 out of 14, it means the boy started at 2 or what? So it becomes, I don't know. But then I'm told that there's some very, very exceptional.
But with the way we say that they carry talk age now for inside, if you want to go find work, is it not better to make primary school now 5 years?
Okay.
And of course, secondary school 5 years. Not true.
No. You know, before it used to be class 5. Then later on it became class, that's SS3.
Make them make them class 5 back, Biko.
Okay, sports
because
radio.
Now we say you go find work, they will tell you if you are not 21, no bother.
Okay.
Why the population with their size of don't even the clock 50 safe.
Okay, I have this one. Your name is Kelechi. Jonathan says, Tony, the truth is that Nigeria cannot get it right unless there is a change in our use of technology. Europe and America and of course other advanced countries register their children when their children is born immediately, and it is under records without change. They do it in Nigeria. If you born Pekin, they go register your Pekin. They will give you
no. Then go give you birth certificate. Yes. Now you go register the birth.
Now somebody has to do it for the baby now. They go give you birth certificate and they will tell you the same way. Normally, somebody dies in Nigeria is registered. If there's a birth in Nigeria, is registered. So you can just dot the I's and cross the T's. They register in Nigeria. So if they born you for hospital, then they register. Let's say you go born for house now, you know how you can go down. But if they born you for hospital, then they do registration. I think the people they know they're going to give the picking tag.
Now hospital will be say then know wey be say e dey credible dem fit accept, but if not dem go tell you even when you go all this embassy dem go still tell you say go bring birth certificate from local government or so na dem go tell you say make you go bring.
Okay, Kelechi go Jonathan. They register children, they register childbirth in Nigeria, and they also register deaths in Nigeria. You can of course cross the T and dot the I's. Let's of course go to Ruben Ifeoma Blessing says, first, our system is rotten. You will even see those that are supposed to make it right through a blind eye. We also have the problem of not following things up. When these players provide their birth certificates, first schooling, blah 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 blah. Long story short, of course, you're saying that we should get it right. Badong Joshua says, very simple. Presently, the TV station is doing a competition and is currently ongoing. And it should be seen as one of the avenues to get some good crop of players. Secondly, sports and athletics should make it compulsory in both primary and secondary school levels. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming too old now. It's a long time I left school, but there was physical education in school.
Yes, they call it PE.
Yes, PE. We even had I don't know if I can. We had PE where it was compulsory. You go buy them. Even if you don't buy, you can't take part in the physical education exercise. But I don't know. It's a long time ago.
They are still doing it now, but just like one of the people tweet or comment for Facebook, many schools now no get field where we say this students go fit use. You understand? Do all these physical education things. They no get them. Sometimes like you get one where they my street there. Now if you see where then they use do now say therefore not even bother.
It's just maybe
for not even bother at all.
It's a duplex or a two-bedroom
because
flat.
any small place now they don't use and build. If you not be shop, it go be something else. So, but back in the days when we did school, get where they call Evans Square for a Butemeta. Now there we they go. Very big place.
Evans Square. What happened to the place now?
It's still there and it's still functioning.
Okay.
Schools around that side still they use them.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. I have this one. Your name is Kingsley. Kingsley Okuma Smart Kid says, to build that normal dream of the under-17 team, we have to establish a culture to catch them young. By which I mean we discover these players as early as 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, and then nurture them well. They will grow up to become good footballers. Adeniji Olanrewaju Michael says, hi Tony and Sexy Joe. It is okay. Says I am disappointed as Nigeria is not taking part in Gabon, the under-17s and the under-20s because they did not qualify. We also lack the things our under-17s. Okay, goes on. So kind of mobbled up there. But what about Frank Abel? Says it is not enough to go to the grassroots. What is the plan for the young players? We must put together the structures that would allow for proper training and upbringing of this talent. Chidi Rati Daniel is here. Tony, I have seen a 13 plus in Obafemi Awolowo University in year 1 in 2004 when I was there. I'm telling you that if you check very well the law in Nigeria, you must be 16. You must be 16. So how did that
because if the IQ of the student in question, then you go to make it down for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years until they complete.
So how is a 13-year-old in a Nigerian university?
Why since when we sabi learn things from Oyibo land? Oyibo people then they what's it they call them? How then they take put on and then they admit 14-year-olds and they admit 15-year-old depending on if you get your sense pass every other person's sense and then no say yes you fit cope. You go even see this 14 or 15-year-old doing the causes of what we say people where they 20-something have never get right. Okay. And then they get it right. They do 2 different degrees at the same time. Okay. A 14-year-old.
The law in Nigeria also does not allow you to do 2 degrees at the same time. You are breaking the law if you do that.
2 degrees at the same time. But we sabi go learn things come from that side. But we know they sabi implement them for here.
If I know you, I just report you to the police. May they come catch you. Okay, let's of course continue right here, right now on Football Live. I have Easy Olamide says, I beg lecturer, no talk about birth certificate. Are you talking to me? You can go to the local government council and they will do it for you. It's just 500 naira. That's coming from Easy Olamide. Okay, St. Michael says, Enugu Rangers should just forget it. All they should focus on now is staying in the Nigerian League. All of us, says Anthony. So many kids jump classes in private schools, so they still do it as of 2011. I taught, I was a teacher in a private school that has 11 years old girl in SS3. The girl was a genius. You see, okay, no problem. You see, some of us, okay, let me not even talk again. Okay, Victor Malaulu says some coaches are part of the age cheating problem. I remember when my PE teacher was fielding SS1 students like us for GSS and SMC Cup. Okay, Victor Malaulu, that's your teacher talking name. Make I call his name out.
Do you know that some of these coaches, they encourage these players to reduce their age?
Okay.
These coaches, they encourage them. Even when the player puts in here, go see the coach, go say, "What they worry you?" Be like say no one go Europe. Come on, go reduce that thing. Okay. Cut it off by 13 years.
Okay. El Clapton says,
Coaches
"What? Did I hear someone say that Rangers will win the league? This banana team, na lie. I hope and I beg to disagree." Vincent in game says Enugu Rangers can make the top 3 because they are the best. They are the best in the league. Okay. Wale Anisulowo says. No top 3 finisher for them this season, Rangers. They should work hard so that they won't be relegated. Okoli Chimobi says Tony, Rangers can finish in the top 3 and they can also, of course, do well this second half. Vincent Dikem says, I believe Rangers can make the top 3. Ifeanyi Salgado says, with just 7 points between Enugu Rangers and the top 3, I say it is still possible. But realistically, it's going to be hard. Aderoyoke Olajire says, Enugu Rangers still have a lot of work to do. Chelsea will beat Arsenal like a small child. Thank God today is Children's Day. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM is still the station. I have Buhari Abib Olatunji says, good day, Anthony and Sexy Joe. Catching them young is about developmental stages, but we have a system and our system does not support it. I have TJ Kupulos. Says Tony, schools still do PE and have sportswear, but all they do during the exercise now, they jump and they jump up. No space these days. Okay, you know, I was beginning to feel old. Okay, somebody don't. They still do PE. They still do PE. They still do PE in schools. Okay, Forever Dope says, okay. Easy Olamide says, I beg. Okay, I've taken that one before. You sent that one. Okay, let's quickly go to our next talking point. Let's quickly look. There are so many cup games in the world of European football. And one, of course, would happen between Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt. We've talked about Deportivo Alaves and also talked about their game against Barcelona tonight. Dortmund will take on Eintracht Frankfurt. You remember this club side? They once had a Nigerian called Austin J.J. Okocha in their ranks. Tonight they take on Dortmund in the DFB Pokal final, and it will go down at the Olympia Stadion in Berlin. Of course, BVB, Borussia Dortmund, have reached the final of this competition for the 4th year in a row, but lost all 3 previous efforts twice. Remember, they lost to Bayern Munich, either side of a defeat to Wolfsburg, and now they'll be looking to finish slightly disappointing domestic campaign by beating Frankfurt. Would it be 4th time lucky, Sexy Joe? Frankfurt have won this competition 4 times in their history, one more than their opponents, that's Dortmund, but their last win came in 1988, having lost to Bayern in their only final since then. That was in 2006. So just like we have Deportivo Alaves and, of course, Barcelona, Alaves is a minnow when it comes to Barcelona, but this one, it's a little bit it's balanced when it comes to the DFB Pokal. They have won it one time more than Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund have lost 3 finals in a row. This is final number 4. Can Eintracht Frankfurt make it happen, or is this a mismatch?
It'll be mismatch. Now match where they even, and of course, in this particular case, Dortmund then get chance to salvage their season at least with the DFB Cup, and of course for Eintracht Frankfurt, they go one at least at all I bad pass because of their position on top table. They go one at least, just like Alaves, they go one do something as well. But as far as this game they concerned, now 50-50 chance, and of course I believe say the 2 sides go fight for waiting them once, and the best side now go win. Although a lot of people go give them Borussia Dortmund because they feel say the ginger having the highest goal scorer for league, they're on their side and all that. But notwithstanding,
that's Obama Yang.
yes. But notwithstanding, Eintracht Frankfurt self go hold their side in this game.
Eintracht Frankfurt is a more successful team when it comes to the DFB Pokal. If you compare, but the last time
that's why I say 50-50.
Okay, Borussia Dortmund have played in the last 3 finals. Lost twice to Bayern Munich, lost once to Wolfsburg. Of course, today they take on Eintracht Frankfurt. Tell me, do you think this is a mismatch? Do you think it is balanced? Sexijo says it's 50-50. Can go the way of Dortmund, can even go the way of Frankfurt. Pick your winner. First of all, tell me if it is a mismatch and go on to pick your winner. I know most of you don't know Eintracht Frankfurt. You would only remember this club side. Those days they had JJ Okocha. But the club has been doing well. And right now, in a league where you have Bayern, it's not Bayern playing the final. It is Borussia Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt. Let me know your thoughts at 889 Brilla FM using the hashtag FootballliveNG. Don't forget, you can also watch us live. We are live, and indeed, www.brilla.net is our address. And I would, of course, be taking your posts and your comments. Folayo Anthony says, see Tony Tonero. Dortmund will carry the trophy for real. I have Oladimeji, and you say, I think the highest threat Frankfurt can pose is a draw. Because they cannot defeat Dortmund, but they will score at least a goal. If it happens to end in a draw, penalties will decide this cup final. I have Akimbami. Akimbami is here. You're also talking Akimremi says Dortmund would have flogged them like babies. And he says, okay, Daddy, you're repping Gunners. I have Alade Ayo, says Borussia Dortmund. Everybody feels it's a mismatch. They're giving it to Borussia Dortmund. Taiwo Joshua says Dortmund will win. Alade Ayo says Dortmund will win. I have Afolayan Anthony says Dortmund for real. I have Ade Tijani TJ says Frankfurt to win this one by 2-1. So it's not one-sided after all. And I have Akata Andrew says he's wishing Dortmund the very best, wants them to win. Bamidele Gold says Dortmund all the way. I have Sheikh Larakbe says Tony Dortmund will win today. Up Borussia Dortmund. I have Prince Mwatubo James says the winner has to be Borussia Dortmund. Kwelumi Popola says Dortmund to win. Prince Esiaka Mohammed says okay, Dortmund will win. Kayode LP says Dortmund to win. Still football live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. I have Kuduro Yinka who has joined us, says not too high, it's achievable, but they need to do a lot of hard work. Enugu Rangers can make the top 3. Ayomi Ahmad says it's gonna be a good goal. It's gonna be goals galore, but I see BVB Borussia Dortmund edging out Eintracht Frankfurt. Fadari Ayola says Dortmund will win. Kuduro Yinka says the best method is the MRI scans, but birth certificates can do us plenty of good. I have Buhari Habib Olatunje says I finished secondary school at 16 years of age, but I was not the youngest, so we fit see 13 years old for secondary school. MRX Eze says, please tell Mr. Chuku to forget it. Rangers have lost from the beginning. Ayomi Ahmed says Enugu Rangers can finish in the top 3 from bottom and not from the top. The other teams okay. The other teams are not be Mumu. Easy Olamide is also here. Says okay, the best government can do is to support Principals Cup. Back then, finals are played at the National Stadium in Lagos. Buhari Habib says, good day, Tony and Sexy Joe. Coach Kachidem Young is the answer. And I have SY, who says Dortmund will win. TJ Koplo says, Tony Schools, okay, I've taken that one before. You sent it again. Let's take more of your posts. Ozamsi Peters, we see you. Alonge Friday says, Dortmund to win. And Frankfurt should forget about it. Olufemi Olubukola says, it is a mismatch. BVB, Borussia Dortmund is taking this one. Thrice beaten, thrice shy. I have Paul Temidayo says anybody can win in a football match, but I give it to Dortmund. They are the favorites. Kuduro Yinka says it's an absolute mismatch, and I'm not expecting any upset. I think that Dortmund will win this one. Easy Olamide says Borussia Dortmund will trash Frankfurt. I'm seeing a 2-0 scoreline. And I have Buhari Habib Olatunji says, I don't see Alaves pulling any stunts against Barcelona. And it would have been sweeter if Barcelona had won La Liga. I'm tipping Dortmund to win in Germany. Kudurinka says, okay, not too high. It's achievable for Rangers. And I'll take this one from Sazi Easy, who says, when the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? Going biblical there. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM is still the station, and this remains Football Live on your frequency of champions. Don't forget, action, of course, going down across Europe. The big games are going down in the Cup. Let's tell you that in the Serie A, there are 2 matches starting from 5 p.m. Atalanta will take on Chievo. Bologna will face the champions Juventus. Let's, of course, tell you that action has come and gone in China. In case you do not know, Anthony Uja was on the score sheet earlier on as Liaoning. His club side beat Yambian by 3-1. Elsewhere in China, let's tell you that Changchun Yatai are in action. The scoreline is, of course, 1-0. Hebei are taking on Changchun Yatai. And after 65 minutes, the home team, talking about Hebei, lead by a single goal. We're in the second half. 1 goal to Hebei and no goal to Changchun Yatai. Let's, of course, tell you that goal was scored by the man who earns the highest money in China. His name is Ezekiel Lavezzi. And in the colors of Changchun Yatai, you have Ojon Igalo. He's not scored. He's in the starting 11. They are trailing the game. Elsewhere in China, let's say that Shanghai SIPG are playing Beijing Guan. And the goal line, of course, the scoreboard reads 3-0. 3-0 Hook are getting the third goal for Shanghai SIPG. They are playing at home and they are leading Beijing Guan. Still Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Elsewhere, Tianjin Quanjian are also in action and they are beating Tianjin Teda by 2-0. 61 minutes played in that one. You know that John Mikel Obi plays for Tianjin Teda. He's not there. He's still recovering from surgery. Let's say that Brown Aide is sporting jersey number 31. He's, of course, in the starting 11. They've played 1 hour plus and they are losing. Edeye has not scored. His team, as a matter of fact, is, of course, losing. That's how it is, I tell you, in the Chinese Super League. I must also mention that, of course, action also going down in the second tier of Chinese football. This is Football Live, and it's right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Football Live.
30 days now be 1 month. 75 days now be 2 months. Shoo, which kind calculation be that? Now open the Star Times 2 weeks calculation be that on top 2 months subscription on any of our bouquet. Star Times go summer you 2 weeks free entertainment. Fiam!
You know me now? 2 weeks on top 2 months. I be go subscribe.
Nah, so enjoy FIFA Confederations Cup for Star Times World Football. Captivating Indian movies for Star Times Bollywood. Telenovela encore. That one berekete fugra remain for Star Times Novella. Make you get 2 weeks extra on top your 2 months subscription from 15th May till July 31st. Make you go recharge 2 months now and get 2 weeks free. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
B-R-I-L-A, Brilla. www.brilla.net, where everything sports meets, including your radio.
Brilla FM, what others wish they were. Team news.
Just no stopping Real Madrid in terms of goals.
Brilla FM, a complete deal.
These are your latest Real Madrid headlines, and 16-year-old Vinicius Jr., who arrived from Flamengo this week, the teenager dubbed the next Neymar, made the move to Los Blancos for a fee believed to be around the £40 million mark, which is a massive amount to play for a player who has been signed purely on potential. The young Brazilian has actually only played 2 senior games, recording just 20 minutes of pitch time, but Zinedine Zidane saw fit to invest heavily in the prospect for his performance at youth level. Vinicius is not scheduled to appear in the Spanish capital until 2019. He will instead remain with Flamengo, although Real can add the player to their ranks early if they wish. The move for the 16-year-old stunned the footballing world, but it seems that the fee could have been even more inflated if Barcelona had acquired his coveted signature. Barca may be one of the most attractive clubs in the world, but the Brazilian believed that the prospect was better going to their arch rivals Real Madrid. Since Barcelona put together a more lucrative package, many believe that it's madness what Real Madrid are doing, but they are not the only ones involved in supposed madness. They are not the only crazy ones willing to pay for the quality of Vincia. That are the words of his agent Federico Pena, who explained the reasoning behind their preference for the Spanish capital rather than Barcelona. Moving on to players who actually play the game, Real Madrid have been boosted by the return of Gareth Bale and Dani Carvajal to training before the Champions League final. Both players stepped up their respective injury recoveries ahead of the clash with Juventus on June the 3rd by completing training sessions towards the end of the week. Boss Zidane could have a fully fit squad to choose from when Los Blancos visit the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff next weekend. Real Madrid said Zidane called on the entire squad for the second training session of the week. Bale and Carvajal joined in the group along with Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale's been out of action for a month after suffering a calf injury during the defeat to Barcelona on April the 23rd. Carvajal picked up a thigh muscle injury in the Champions League semi-final win over Atletico Madrid and was given only a slim chance of recovery with just a month left before the final when he picked up the injury, but it looks as though he is going to make. Finally today, David De Gea, the Manchester United keeper, is once again being linked with a move to Real Madrid in the summer.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brillo FM has gone beyond one league.
Welcome back to Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brillo FM. Let's, of course, go back to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Indeed, you can, of course, still hit us up on all our talking points. We've looked at the cup game between Frankfurt and Dortmund. We've asked if it is a mismatch, and we've also asked you to pick your winner. We also considered Enugu Rangers and the comments of Christian Chukwu, who is the general manager of the club. We asked him, and he said Rangers have learned from their mistakes and they are targeting a top 3 finish and a return to continental football. What about age falsification? We've looked at Nigerian players and we've looked beyond the use of MRI scans. We've asked, how can we truly get it right and present the right players with the right ages at the age-grade tournaments and, of course, age-grade competitions. We looked at Alaves and the possibility of them upsetting Barcelona tonight in the Copa del Rey final. You've joined us. We've also looked at how Togo could possibly pose a bigger threat than Corsica or possibly beat the Super Eagles on the 1st of June when both teams meet in a friendly match to be played in Paris. We also asked you what your take is on last night's supposed poor finishing by players, strikers of the Super Eagles against Corsica. Now we, of course, are going back. We are going back to Corsica indirectly. Because, of course, the Executive Council President of Corsica, I repeat, the Executive Council President of Corsica, his name is Gil Simeone. After wearing the jersey of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the one that was handed over to him, he started to talk. Some say he's being political. Some say he's talking anyhow. But of course, the Executive Council President of Corsica, Gil Simeone, has been talking. And in talking, he says, Nigeria, our beloved country, will win the World Cup. Win the World Cup. He did not say 2018 World Cup, but he said we win the World Cup. Which World Cup? 2018 World Cup, we are still in the qualification series. 22 World Cup, yet to be decided because Qatar will host. 2026. It might be a joint bid from Nigeria. West African World Cup. Never can tell. Could be 2030. But the man says, this jersey that I'm wearing looks like the jersey of a World Cup winner. Sexy Joe. What will it take for Nigeria to win the World Cup? Let's qualify for the World Cup in 2018 and win it. What will it take?
It will take a lot.
What are you clearing your throat for? This man, he did not clear his throat. Or you clear simple question. You are clearing your throat.
I got to clear my throat before somebody else got attacked by top to me.
No. What will it take for us?
It will take a lot. It will take a lot. In as much as I know they like make them they invest plenty money on top the Super Eagles alone, because we get other teams where we say they also represent Nigeria. Better investment, good investment, it will help if at all we want to win the World Cup. Apart from that, we need to plan out better strategy.
You're even dreaming it that we can win the World Cup.
Nobody will not win World Cup now.
This man they talk is being political.
Yes, he's being political at the same time. Yes, we can.
So if they ask
which means we not even believe. In fact, that is even one of the things where I want to talk where we say fit hinder us. The mindsets.
Which mindset?
When you have that mindset, say you are not good enough.
Is it under 20 World Cup you're talking about?
Under 20 World Cup. I mean FIFA, the World Cup.
Senior World Cup.
Yes.
Qualify first.
Yes, qualify first, but you see that mindset of we no fit. We get teams way better pass us. Italy they there, Brazil they there. Why you begin to think of all those ones?
Can Belgium win the World Cup? Can Belgium win the World Cup?
Yes.
Belgium.
It's open to everybody. You don't see person where they write for him forehead or they write say na their bet right to win World Cup. You don't say it before.
I want to ask you, how do you say it in Igbo? Leave what is written on the car and enter motor. How do you say it? Just try. Leave sexy you leave.
Okay, half we hear the motor by the motor.
Sexy you leave what is written on the body of the bus and enter the motor. What do you mean?
What do I not mean? What thing I not go mean?
So if this man is deceiving you follow the deceive people.
No. This man talk yes. Now we just use him as a political answer.
This is political talk.
He's being political, but at the same time, make we talk and within ourselves. Now to go the complete number for World Cup. Now we go do.
Yes,
Can't we even think of if we fit think and we fit achieve? We not ever think of that one.
You know that the World Cup is Nigeria is just like Arsenal round of 16. You know that.
Yes, just like Arsenal round of 16. But Arsenal don't get to the final of the UEFA Champions League before in 2006. They never get there before.
Do you know that that's our bus stop?
Go further. We can go further. We can even win. Look, the only thing where they here now, one, invest, better strategy, mindsets of those where they involve the players, whether they go fit commitment on the part of NFF. How committed are they?
Are you talking about
preparation?
FIFA World Cup.
Look, if you are hungry, see the German side. Nobody really say the German side go all the way, go win that World Cup for 2014. They use 2014 own as example.
Four.
They use 2014 own as example. That German team not be like team where we say go even. You understand?
This Corsica match should not anger me.
It's not a matter of angering somebody here. It's a matter of if you can think it, if you can conceive it, you can achieve it.
There are some dreams they are not good.
Which are you trying to say winning the World Cup?
Qualify first now.
We go qualify. If you not be this World Cup now, yes, we can. You not talk say Nigeria go win the World Cup in 2018, 2022, 2026. He say Nigeria fit win World Cup. See, it can be any World Cup.
That's a political statement.
Forget about it being a political which means we are not even good. See, Tony, this is your mindset now. Wow. So you believe say we no fit ever win World Cup? After all, teams who win the World Cup, they now from somewhere they start to win and they come where they take win 2, 3, 4.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
You don't go and not win World Cup.
That time I World Cup.
That time at table tennis then they play.
How many teams they play World Cup? Let them come and win it.
They don't win. You don't enter history. They don't win. 1930. They don't win. Be that.
World Cup. That World Cup that was just United Nations. That not be World Cup. This is World now.
But you don't enter history.
Live story.
And they don't record them as one of the winners of the World Cup.
Even
we can. Look, let us believe in ourselves. I don't tell you what you go take. How committed are the NFF? How committed are the players? The mindset, preparation.
I hear you. Okay, let's quickly go to social media. Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. I hear you, Sexy Joe. It's a commitment. Let me tell you, the time Uruguay won the World Cup,
I believe
it was committee of friends that was playing World Cup. They don't even know if it's 3 World Cup they won or 2. They will be putting 3 stars on their cloth. Those Uruguay people made them calm down.
And a part of their uniform now. Part of their uniform.
Okay.
But we can. Forget about it being political. Sometimes we need to psych ourselves up. We need to ginger ourselves. Sometimes you don't believe that people are better than you. You just have to go all out there and. But because of if we reach there now, that time they go pair us with Argentina. Fear factor go enter. Then pair us with Italy. Fear factor go enter. When you begin fear all these big teams, how you want to go further for the World Cup now? Because but this one, if you come out anyhow, we go be today, make it be. Anything will happen. Who knows?
Now, so Brazil and Germany they win World Cup. Anything will be make it be.
Yes, you go out there with the heart of a warrior.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, I am for real. 146 has joined us. Says the only thing we need to do to claim that man's thoughts is to, in the name of soccer, is okay. I don't quite get it. The only thing we need to do is to claim that man's thoughts in the name of soccer. That is all. Okay, you see this one. He said the only thing we need to do is just to claim the thoughts. How do you claim it? In the name of soccer.
A prayer.
See, Sexy Joe, if you pray from now and fast from now till the next World Cup, you know go win them. Now hard work.
That's why. Now waiting at the tell you now hard work, better strategy, preparation, commitment on the part of those where they involved, the players, the coaches, the football, Nigeria football governing joint body, and a lot of other things go come into play.
We can't win the World Cup. We can't leave this man. You know, we not fit. We don't have. We don't. No. We don't have the character.
Yeah, if you are being, you see this one, won't be a pessimist. If you are being a pessimist, me, I did very into this one this time around. Yeah.
Go and win.
I'm being very optimistic.
Go and win the under-21 cup first. Win that one. Win the small one first. You never win that small one.
Start from if not the big one go first win, then continue with the small one. After we don't win the small one, well for under 17.
With which kind of players? It's not the thing we talked about the other time.
Which kind of player? But you don't record say the play. After some of them, they don't put them for academy for overseas now.
That's why we not
we
can't even qualify again for even the under 17. Yeah, you want to win the World Cup. Sexy Joe, I like you. No, make me vex so.
You want vex?
Okay. Chukwemeka says the chance is 1 to 100 against Nigeria. Our league is poor. We perform poorly in the continental games at club level. Our players are in Europe. And they are not there in the colors of top clubs. Oladimeji Leja says we can do it, but it will take a lot of hard work. And even if we are going to win, it is definitely not this next World Cup because we are not consistent enough. What about Adeoye? Usman says he deceives us. So he's deceiving us. So we can't even reach the semi-finals of the World Cup, talk less of winning it. Okay, he said the man they deceive us. Okay. See, this thing is political. So you don't, Sexy Joe, somebody the one you don't know.
Whether then they win or not, let us take positive from. Which means we are not good enough to win the World Cup.
If they ask this man about France winning the World Cup, what will he say?
Are you saying what did they try talk now, Tony? We say Nigeria in the next couple of years will still be like barriers.
Sexy Joe, I'm not trying to.
No, I ask you now.
I'm not trying to talk it.
You are not trying to talk it.
No, I'm not.
But you are trying to think it.
Okay. Let's, of course, Gozie Ibuaku says impossible. With real age of 40 years and above players. Which players you want used to go win the World Cup? Okone Elijah says just want to make the man just wants to make the headlines. Now France go beat on a command for the World Cup, even if on a qualify.
No, say sometimes when you dash person something. You don't go know they talking.
You wear Nigeria jersey now start talking anyhow.
You don't want to offend them.
Okay. If you say Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup, I will not argue. But just open your mouth and say, and you don't even specify which World Cup. Which of the World Cup?
Now it could be any World Cup.
Because we play Corsica, and 1-1 will play. They scored us first too.
So therefore, if we play Corsica, can you meze?
They dash us penalty to equalize.
The dash on a penalty.
Okay.
Now they lucky say no carry one code.
Okay. Samuel Nielsen is here and he joins us. He says, "Okay, Samuel Nielsen, what are you saying?" Still football live on Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. Jamal online Waju Ramos says it is possible. Sanusi Oluwasegun Ayo says he laughs out loud. He says for where? Benga Gabriel Freeman for where? But we can hope. Elder Emmanuel says that man is a joker and the joke is on Nigeria. Kelechi Jonathan says sexy abeg stop arguing with Anthony. The truth must be told. We not fit win World Cup. Akata Andrew is here. Says please, what was the scores yesterday? 1-1 it finished between Nigeria and Corsica. Nasiru Oshoke says the last outlaw says that man still they sleep for where bros. It not gonna happen. Emmy Godwin says he has an African team. Has an African team won the World Cup? An African team has won
before
Olympic.
We start to the win under 17, before we start to win Olympic, shebi na one day Nigeria win Olympics, abi?
Yes.
No be one day we start to win under 17.
Yes.
So why is it impossible?
Okay, I wanted to of course answer a question. Somebody asked if an
People
African
don't
team...
win am for years before Nigeria win am.
Okay, Emmy Godwin says, has an African team won the World Cup? No, the answer is no. 3 African teams have played in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. You have to of course go to Ghana in 2010. They were stopped in their tracks on penalties by Uruguay. Of course, Turkey stopped Senegal in 2002, and England, Italian 90, stopped Cameroon in that World Cup. So 3 African teams have made it to the quarterfinals, and our country, Nigeria, round of 16. No African team has won the FIFA World Cup, but Africa, of course, has won it at under 20 level. Ghana, we have won it at under 17 level. Nigeria and Ghana. And of course, at the Olympics, you can of course call great names like Cameroon and indeed Nigeria. But the Olympics is not the World Cup.
It is not, but now one day, one African team winner.
Okay.
Abi?
Okay, Sanusi
Oluwasegun. Never. Might not be Nigeria, could be any other African country.
Okay.
One day.
Okay, Sanusi says we must develop our league and not continue to cheat over the ages of players. Samuel Nees says with every match from one to the final, it is simple arithmetic. Let's take one game at a time. Taking one game at a time means we have to qualify first. Let's qualify first and see what we can do. Still football live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Let's go back to your tweets. I have, of course, this one. Your name is Kodoro Yinka says that will be a massive achievement. All our players must be in top shape, top clubs. Very good coach, and luck must be on our side to win the World Cup. Ayo Morino says, sexy Joe, now World Cup, now World Cup with the talk.
No, basketball. No, na basketball at the talk.
He said not be World Cup, now World Cup. If I hear them, that's coming from Ayo Morino. Ola Shukbo, you want to say something?
Why everybody? Don't see what you do. People don't even believe.
No. Olashukpo Abiodun says, Sexy Joe is right. Anything can happen, but not in this planet. Maybe on another planet. Okay. Oh.
You know, say, many World Cups still they come. Okay. So never say never. Might not be 2018, might not be 2022, it might not be 2026, it might not be 2030.
We might not be around that time. Oh.
Yeah, go there. I don't know where you they go.
Okay. I say we might not be around.
Who be the might? World won't finish by then.
People in the 1930, are they still around? Are they still around by now?
Okay, you go, don't go. I go wait. I go wait to watch the World Cup.
Text Joe. Mind the kind of things you are saying, so that you're not going to go old though.
I go kala kajala as I dare.
What's that?
I know service speaker.
It wants to be like 150.
Or even 180.
Somebody that is 150, if you follow World Cup, 150-year-old woman,
you go surprise. Stay there now.
Okay. All the teeth and all the eye go don't go by that time.
Glasses, they get special glasses.
Okay, no problem. Zola MOS is here. Says winning the World Cup is achievable. It's an achievable dream. With all things being equal, all things are never equal. He said, with all things being equal. He says there is always the first time to be a champion of the World Cup. I agree. Victor Malaolu says this man should stop making jest of us. He should stop making jest of us. It is impossible. We've lost the under-20s final before. players because we were not okay. We were okay. Uniport graduate says no nation has won the World Cup without some of the best players in her ranks, and that one thing we lack. I am for real. 146 says I believe that Dortmund match against Eintracht Frankfurt is just a mismatch because I don't see how Frankfurt will do anything to Dortmund. Vincent in game says Nigeria can win the World Cup. It is possible. You can dream it. If you believe, you can do it. You know what? I've been dreaming it since childhood. Why we never do them now? You think it's just by dream? Dream, eh? It's not enough to dream.
One day.
That's how dreams come true.
Dreams, you never see where dreams come true. There are some people where be say no hope when then they grow up, but today then get companies, then get places where be say if they come out like this, if they tell you their story, you no go believe where they come from.
Okay.
So never say never. It might not be this World Cup, might not be the next one, can be anyone.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 FM is still the station. Obika Stephen Okezie, thank you very much for your Twitter. We're still talking. It is still Football Live on your frequency of champions. Of course, a special message has come from Elderson Owae Chejile to the children, marking Children's Day. He wishes all the children the very best. Thank you very much, Elderson, the elder, taking time out to, of course, reach out to children. Demola says Corsica will win the Planet Cup. If now winning, that man one day. If now whining, that man one day wine us. Make we okay, we go. He said make we wine them back. Sexy Joe, you hear that one? He said Corsica will win the Planet Cup. If now whining, the man one day wine us. Let us wine him back. Oh yeah, Sexy Joe, let's wine him back.
Let's see one wine and back. Even if the man make that kind of statement, which means we don't even believe in what we have or that we can even win the World Cup.
So, this squad that we have will win the World Cup. Which World Cup?
Now they tell you, say, if you know be this World Cup.
Okay.
Not only 2018 and 2022 World Cup we go play. Other World Cups they come now.
You take one World Cup at a time.
Now they tell you now, all this, the players who want use, maybe they never even born them.
Sexy Joe, you want me to make you happy? Nigeria will win the next FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Are you happy now?
Nigeria will win
the next FIFA Under-17 World Cup.
That is if they qualify now.
They will qualify now. We will qualify. We will learn from the mistakes. We will win the next one in 2019. Are you happy now?
Win the next one. No be that World Cup me at the talk. That the main World Cup we Germany win for 2014 me at the talk. The Under-17 we don't win as so no be anything for our eye again.
Okay. Kenneth Jr. Says Vision 2020. There's no World Cup in 2020. The World Cup is in 2022. If you miss 2018, it's 2022, and you now start adding for 4 years. 2026, 2030, 2034, 2038, 2042. By 2042, Sexy Joe, where will you be?
I go there, they wait for the World Cup.
Okay. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Kenny is here. Says Nigeria can win the World Cup. All we need to do is get a good coach. That means Genotro is not even good. Get a good league and an NFF that is not corrupt. Only Argentina and Spain look tough. Are you talking about now or future? Sir Okechukwu Okoli says, Sexy Joe, please don't follow dreams. This kind of dreams is dangerous. It's a very dangerous dream.
They say dreams come
and he said this kind of dream. He said, let me finish. He said this kind of dream is a dream that has symptom of big and bad malaria.
My brother, then go for checkup.
He said which World Cup? FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Let's of course continue. Adebanji 23 says why not? We can win. It's just the same way Portugal won the Euros. Euros is not World Cup. Euros is the equivalent in Africa. We talk about Nations Cup, and we have that one 3 times. We've won that one 3 times. Mike Dami says foul win lay black egg before. Okay. Foul will lay black egg before Nigeria will win the World Cup. Okay. I have a precious Pablo who says I beg make on go sleep. Even quarterfinal self and I never reach on he says make on a pack well. Taiwa Deremi says Sexy Joe.
Oh ye of little faith.
Okay, he says Sexy Joe, forget about this your World Cup. Otumba Adeni says of course we can with quality preparation and right mentality. Never say never. Okay, I am Samzoro May 27 says which message. Okay, well done. I don't know what you're saying there. Let me just leave it. Okay, thank you very much for your tweet anyway. Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. Let's, of course, continue. I have Peters Ayobami says, Sexy Joe, Nigeria winning the World Cup. Oh, Kole work. I have Sazi Easy says, Nigeria will win the World Cup if there was nothing like Chinese Super League. What has the Chinese Super League? What is that one? We use finest. We see you. Sazi Easy says Nigeria will win the World Cup. Okay, send that one again. I am Sam Zoro May 27 says it's also pathetic that no word from you or your team since last year. What are you talking about? Okay, Sports Radio 88.9. Dr. John Fidel says they said we can win the World Cup after USA 94. Now we can win the World Cup again. And he says he's laughing in Fulani. That's coming from Dr. John Fidel. No need to laugh. Uniport graduate says Nigeria will win the World Cup when my son, I never born him yet, when my son plays for the Super Eagles, he says, not be now. Uniport graduate, go born that picking first. Go born him, and when he's 16, let him play for the Golden Eaglets. And as time goes on, by the time he's 21, maybe he'll play for the Super Eagles. Kenneth Jr. 889 says, I mean the man they talk Vision 2020. It is impossible. Folarami Victor, we see you. What about Ayo Moreno? Says Germany, Muller, Brazil, Neymar, France, Griezmann, Argentina, Messi, Portugal, Ronaldo. These countries are the countries that would win the World Cup first. Will Messi play forever? Will all these players
after Germany, this squad will be say win. A lot of them play for age grade. They came through the ranks before they could win the World Cup.
Which country is that?
Germany.
Say it again.
Germany.
They call them Mannschaft. The machine. Hey God. Yeah.
A lot of some of them play under 16, some play under 20, and of course a few years later they won the World Cup.
Germany,
If we start to build team now, we go win World Cup in the future. Catch them young now, then they go win World Cup for us.
How do you say?
We feel never stay reach the 2030 self. We win the World Cup.
Okay. See, as in Sabi do moto, I said there's Sabi play ball. Diamond shaft machine.
What we Sabi do? As we Sabi grow agriculture.
German machine. Sexy, you don't go there. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Sam Chuku says, Sexy, tell Tony to give me coded odds. Or what are you saying? Tell Tony to give me odds. So that odds when Elegbote give you, no do you? Okay, Sports Radio. Uniport graduate is right here. Says Nigeria will win the World Cup. Okay, you've said that one again. You've seen never born your Pekin. Let's continue. Let's take this one. Dr. John Fidel says that we can win the World Cup in our dreams. Haba, that's not impossible. That's impossible. I am Sam Zoro. Okay, Sports Radio. Sam Zoro, calm down now. Waiting be all this one you send to us. Calm down with all this your tweets, so otherwise we will block you. Just take it easy. Enough. Abdul Salami Olami says, of course, those doing social media, please give a word to Sam Zoro. Stop sending all these tweets. Abdul Salam Olami says, of course, Nigeria can win the World Cup. I mean, under 20 World Cup. I have Adiroke Olajire says, we can win the World Cup as much as we have won the Olympics. Why not? Let's take this one. Your name is David. We shall know one day we will win the World Cup. Oriel says the man was playing with us. Even of course, even on a game console, we still exit at the quarterfinal stage. That means you don't know how to use Nigeria. If you are using Nigeria to play a game and you can't win the World Cup, you don't know how to use Nigeria for that game console. Uniport graduate says, Sexy Joe, now sleeping beauty. Okay. She did sleep. Sexy Joe is sleeping. He says, make her wake up, and says that she wakes Sexy Joe up.
My brother, if I am sleeping, you are slumbering.
Okay. Peters Ayobami is here. Says Sexy Joe, Nigeria winning the World Cup. Kole Worko, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Let's go to, of course, another talking point. And this one indeed will concern Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal, by the way, have said that Arsene Wenger will earn himself a new 2-year contract. Regardless of what happens this evening. Whether a good result or bad result, Arsenal win or lose in the FA Cup tonight against Chelsea, Arsene Wenger will get a new 2-year contract. And I asked Sexy Joe, are Arsenal right if they're going to keep Arsene Wenger after today? Are they good? Are they good to go? Sexy Joe.
When we talk about Arsenal, talk about Stan Kroenke.
Okay.
That Kroenke wants to keep Wenger, his money-making machine.
How much is Arsenal the richest club in the world?
Not the richest club, but at least then they bring in something substantial every season. So
if they win title now, the money will stop.
The man is not after title, so the money is sufficient for because he gets other franchise where we say.
Wait, I want to know, can they not win title and win money? Or make money and win title?
We should ask Stan Kroenke that one because he's not after winning. He's after so far say they are okay.
Okay, that's question number 1. Question number 2.
Maybe now one question you ask now. One ask another one.
No, I must ask now. You know, say you're not the only, I'm going to ask the listener too.
Okay.
Question number 2. We have talked about Alaves and Barcelona. You gave it to Barcelona. We have talked about Dortmund. And we of course talked about Eintracht Frankfurt. Yes. I think you gave it to Dortmund.
No. I say 50-50.
50-50. You start on the fence.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Sexy Joe. Arsenal.
Why you they like do this kind of thing, Tony?
Arsenal.
So now wait till you first ask me be this one now.
No. You've answered the question now. You don't answer. You start to answer, but you didn't answer the question. No. But you start to answer the question. Now me the mark. Oh yeah, Arsenal and Chelsea. Pick your winner.
I pick my winner.
Yes. Must pick a winner today. Pick your winner.
Arsenal.
You pick Arsenal. The final cup game is going to happen in Scotland. Celtic, they went unbeaten this season in the Scottish Premier League. Today, they go play Aberdeen. And the lineup, of course, is out. Let's tell you about the coach is Sergeant Rogers. Remember him?
Yes,
Brendan Rogers. Let's say that for Celtic, they have Gordons in goal. They have Tiemi, they have Simonovic, they have Boyata, formerly with Manchester City. Lustig is, of course, in defense. Armstrong, Brown, McGregor, all in the midfield. Sinclair, formerly with Chelsea, is right there. Griffiths, and, of course, Roberts. For Aberdeen, the underdogs coming to this one, they have Lewis in goal. They have Logan, Reynolds, Taylor, and they have Conesidine. Jack Shini, of course, playing at holding midfielders. And you have McGinn, McLean, Hayes, and you have Stockley. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. So you have 4 cup games. 1 in Scotland, 1 in Spain, 1 in Germany, and of course 1 in England. That would bring plenty of attention from Nigeria because you have Nigerian players there. If you ask me, I'll just tell. If I had my way, I'll tell Chelsea to leave it for Arsenal. Just leave it for them. Just leave them. But I hear Chelsea is a very selfish club. They want a double. They want to be remembered for winning the double in 2017. That's why they are not going to leave it for Arsenal. No matter the begging, they're not going to leave. Arsenal, of course, have been hit.
Why then go beg? Arsenal too should work. Why should you beg when you can work and achieve it?
They have defensive problems. Yes, some players are injured. Some are suspended.
Manchester United.
With
the Europa League final against Ajax. You see how many players carry crutches at field?
How many?
How many of them? How many of them they injured, Tony?
The Arsenal players?
No. The Kogi United players.
Okay. Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM is still the station. Sexy Joe, I'm whining Sexy Joe like that Frenchman. Sexy Joe to the whine me back. Okay, now no problem. Kenneth Jr. 889 says, why will Wenger sign 2 years deal? He should better sign 5 years old and extend it for more years. I have greeting you guys, Tony and Sexy Mama. I beg, make them leave and for us. So I beg, because on top of Wenger head, team go get points next season. Make them leave us and Wenger. I have played the game version, and I use Nigeria, and Nigeria has won it several times. So our Super Eagles can win the World Cup. Okay, this one is telling us that he has played the 2016 version. He has a game console, and he constantly uses Nigeria as his team, and he wins the World Cup, and Nigeria has won it several times, but on a game station. Okay, thank you very much, game console. What about Ayo Mourinho says, very right, financially stabilizing the team, and for strong rivals next season. Okay, leave Arsene Wenger, let him stay. Paul Ogwemo says, can Nigeria win the Senior World Cup in 2018? The answer is yes, but will Nigeria win it? The answer is no. We say because of what we currently have on the ground. Let's of course continue. Anybody can win the World Cup. Tony, Tony, be a believer. Nigeria will one day win the FIFA World Cup. That's coming from Golden Panthers. Okay, I have Chidi Oze says Nigeria can win the World Cup when you, Tony, and Murphy and Sean start playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's coming from Chidozie. Chidozie, thank you very much. You sent us a picture, a munched picture of the studio. Thank you very much. Obodochi Emmanuel says Nigeria has to qualify because it has always been one of our problems. Bright Chinedu says if Nigeria wants to win the World Cup, all they need to do is to get the likes of Chigozie Agui, Yakuba Igbeni, and others to play. I take that's a joke. That has to be a joke. Okay, at Dayton, Emmanuel says Nigeria to win the World Cup, or could they work, or sexy joke, could they work? That's coming from my Dayton Emmanuel. Aziz Siraj says, Haba, bye-bye Jebu again. Arsene Wenger again. It is time for Arsenal fans to stop buying tickets for their matches. Taiwo Adiremi says, Nigeria will win the World Cup if the likes of Barcelona, Madrid are relegated and Watford wins the EPL. I have, of course, I am for real. Says Portugal won the Euros. Nobody expected them to win. So we can win the World Cup. I mean, this 2018, mark my words. Which word are they mark? Sexy say we mark a word. Which word? You go and mark it. Go and mark it yourself. I have, of course, this one. Uniport graduate says, see Corsica when they. He say, okay, Sexy, come and help me out here. This is in Igbo. He says, see Corsica when Indian name mama. Them. He say Indian name mama. What's this one? Indian name mama. Okay, what does it mean?
Where be say, he says, see Corsica, where be say, Mama, where the village go play against together.
Okay, say, okay, see Corsica win all the mama from my village go play against and give them 3-0. Now we draw against and we won, we World Cup. Okay. Sports Radio 88.9. Some people, some people are natural comedians. Okay, I have Obochi Emmanuel says, if Arsenal needs money, they can keep him, but if they are ready to win trophies, they better let Arsene Wenger go. Simple. Of course, thank you very much. Global Peking, we see you. Prince Debo says that Nigeria cannot win the World Cup, but I think a quarterfinal place could be realistic. One man, of course, has joined us, and he says he will be joining us very, very shortly. Tom McGarry. Tom McGarry says, I am ready to give it to you. Yes, listeners of Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, the FA Cup final action and much more. Yes, at 3 would of course join Tom McGarry and John Francis. They've already sent me a message. They are ready for action, and you can of course have your say on the season, have your say on transfers, and of course much more. Remember the hashtag FootballliveNG. Thank you very much, John Francis and Tom McGarry. So we're counting down in 20 minutes. We'll join John Francis and Tom McGarry. Peters Ayobami says, Tony, Arsenal owners know what they want, but for me, Chelsea go beat them. They will beat Arsenal very well today. Dayton Emmanuel says, Wenger's done well. Let him retire. I have Kenneth Jr. says, Tony, tell Sexy Joe. Sexy Joe, are you happy with Arsene Wenger? You want him to extend his contract? Sexy Joe, you happy with him?
My brother, the question here is, am I the owner of Arsenal? Are they on top or are they among the board members?
Okay.
They want him there. Who am I? Diego.
What do you mean, Diego?
They don't even know whether I exist or not. So, what thing I go do now? There's nothing I can do.
Okay, you can talk.
If to say then they start crooked, they listen to the voice of Arsenal fans since how many years? Arsene Wenger for no day there now. Unlike some club side, once they don't support
fire.
Oh, but this one, if the Arsenal fans like you, make everybody against Arsene Wenger, the board go live and there. Stan Crocker go even give and go ahead, say go ahead, Babi Jebu making money machine.
No, don't call him, please. Don't call him Baba Jebu, please. That way.
Babaladi.
No. If you call him Baba Jebu, you are talking to Jebu people, and it's not good. I will not take that from you.
Okay.
How can you call
I understand.
No.
I understand. No verse.
Okay. Mike Dami says Arsenal should keep Arsene Wenger since they are after money and not trophy. Kenneth Jr., we see you. Big Sam Believe says I throw a big salute to you guys in the studio. Tony, tell Sexy Joe. Okay, say Tony, tell Sam Chuku to carry Arsenal Chelsea under 2.5. Okay, that's the guy that was asking for odds. Okay, somebody don't give you odd, so you carry Arsenal. Okay, I don't understand this. Once all this under 2.5, go. I don't understand this thing. Baba Femi Raji, come and help me here. Are they okay? Olajire say and
so you know the T.
Okay, what's that?
Eti okpe.
Sexy Joe, no confuse me. Victor Malaolu says Tony and Sexy Joe, they've changed the sitting arrangement today. What do you mean? What do you mean we've changed the sitting arrangement? Okay, Sexy Joe is too far away from me or what? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, okay. Olajuwon says should. He said, okay, they should please leave Arsene Wenger alone. Please help me beg them or let them leave him alone because Chelsea needs 6 points from him next season. This season it was 3-0-3-1. What will be the score this evening? Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0, or Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1. How we go be? Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM is still the station. Uniport graduate says those people when they compare us with Portugal self now what for them? You don't know who they wear 7 for Portugal? Sexy, who wears 7 for Portugal? Ronaldo. CR7.
Yes.
Rocket Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Is he not the one?
Yes.
Who wears 7 for Nigeria? Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa. Now they wear 7 for Nigeria.
I agree. No.
Yeah, 7 are 7. 7 is 7.
Yeah, 7 is 7. The number be the people who wear them.
You don't remember?
The people who wear them are not the same, but the 7 are 7.
If you ask about Ahmed Musa in Argentina, they will remember. Go and ask Sergio Romero. That's Manchester United goalkeeper. Go and ask him how many times. Go and ask how many times he picked the ball from inside the net. Now Ahmed Musa do him.
Anyway, Meze.
2 times he picked it. That's all.
Guinea Meze.
Ahmed Musa, they know him in Argentina. He embarrassed Sergio Romero 2 times. He picked the ball. What about St. Greg says if Arsenal if they set out for titles this season, they would likely not make profits first because okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, thank you very much, St. Greg. Let's continue. I have Kudurunyika who says both of them are a match made in heaven. Mediocrity to a reasonable extent. A club needs change, but they won't change. Sports Radio 88.9 FM, of course. Let's take that. One man has been praised. He's latching on to the Nigeria Professional Football League's NPFL regulations to promote youth football. His name is Henry Makinwa. He's the coach of ABSFC, and he has listed an 18-year-old player, Chidi Ogbodo, in the club's squad list for the match day 21 fixture in Uyo against Aqua United. That game will go down on Sunday. Makinwa, of course, remains one of the new generation coaches in the league. Can speak plenty of grammar, and he has said he has listed the teenager because the future of club football in Nigeria, the future of the club is of course bright and is on the shoulders of the youths. And today is Children's Day. 18-year-old not be small picking again, no longer a minor. Of course, the coach has been talking, and he has, of course, revealed this much. He says it is better for the young ones, the young lads, to start feeling the heat of playing at the top level right now. Let's quickly look at the Nigeria Professional Football League and how action would, of course, go down. Lobby Stars tomorrow from 4 p.m. The Lobby Stars will take on the Shooting Stars. Last time out, Shooting Stars, the coach did not have it so easy. He had to come out to apologize and also beg the fans. Let's hope that he will make things happen. They were scattered. They were beaten at home by FC Ifeanyi 3-0. Let's say that tomorrow, FC Ifeanyi, the team I just talked about, will welcome Kano Pillars, former champions. I tell you, Niger Tornadoes will take on MFMFC. Aqua United, of course, will take on ABSFC. And that young man is expected to start for ABSFC. Elsewhere in the league, El Kanemi Warriors will take on Rivers United. It will be a tale of two, of course, club sides, Wiki Tourist FC and Nasarawa FC. Those games, of course, that game will go down in Lafia in Nasarawa State. Abia Warriors will try to, of course, find their range when they take on the Antelopes. You know what happens when Warriors hunt for Antelopes? At the end of the day, they will kill all the Antelopes. So Abia Warriors would play, of course, a derby against Enugu Rangers, who say they've learnt their lessons from the first stanza. Gombe United are at home to Katsina United. Plateau United will take on the Stars. The Remo Stars will the Stars shine? Time will tell. Sunshine Stars also wanting to shine. They have Austin Eguavoin, who is under pressure. They take on Enyimba International FC. These are the games that will go down, I tell you, in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We're gradually counting down to, of course, at the top of the hour when our partners from the UK will take over proceedings. Let's also not forget that action, of course, would, of course, be going down in the Bet Nigeria National League. Club sides, all the club sides in the NNL would observe a minute of silence for Kwara United fallen star as a mark of honor. I'm telling you, for Kwara United, a player, he slumped and he passed on. Our families, of course, we wish him well, wish the remainder of his family the very best of luck. I'm talking about Abdul Aziz Saka, who died only on Friday during a training session with his club. The management of the Bet Niger NNL League has urged teams in both the Northern and Southern conferences to keep or observe 1 minute silence before their match day 12 fixtures and indeed, and of course, games of this weekend. We want, of course, this to happen in respect of the fallen young player. Similarly, the NNL has also requested players to wear black armbands like it's done elsewhere in football during their matches. This is to further demonstrate their last respect, I tell you, for the untimely demise at the death of Saka. Chief Operating Officer of the NNL, Lawrence Katken, has instructed club sides to move in this direction. Match commissioners, club officials, and state football associations have also been persuaded to ensure compliance as a mark of respect to the departed young man. And of course, he remains a promising player. He was a promising player. May his soul rest in peace. Sexy Joe, a very sad one, but as a mark of respect, black armbands, 1 minute silence will be held across the Southern conferences and the Northern conferences of the NNL, Nigeria's second tier.
Yes, so and of course, it just show mark of respect, as you just said, TikTok, because when things like this happen, and of course, football people then take note, and of course, then pay their respect. They're very important, and of course, they also bring players on both sides together, even if not for 1 minute, and of course, then join hand for something good.
Okay, let's of course tell you that match day 17 fixtures will go down today, and indeed matches will also continue tomorrow. Black armbands are 1 minute silent in the Southern Conference and also in the Northern Conference. Let's give you Enugu United of Anambra would face Warri Wolves in the Southern Conference. Gateway would also play. They take on, of course, Gateway of Abeokuta will take on First Bank of Lagos. Go Round FC of Omuk will take on Delta Force of Asaba. Osun United of Oshogbo are in action today and they face AS Racines of Lagos. Papilo FC of Owerri in Imo State, they will play and they take on Aqua Starlets of Akwa Ibom State. Tomorrow, Sunday, May 28, action continues where, of course, Heartland also of Owerri, they would, of course, take on Crown FC of Ogbomoso. My People FC are in Lagos. They take on Bayelsa United. Ikorodu United, also a Lagos club side in the NNL. They will face Bendel Insurance of Benin. Unisem Rovers of Calabar will be in action, and they will take on Abia Comets. That's how it is, I tell you, in the NNL. In the Northern Conference, match day 12 fixtures would continue, and today FC Abuja would face Kogi United. Yobe Desert Stars will take on Sokoto United. FC Taraba versus Kaduna United. FC Zamfara will play host to Jigawa Golden Stars, and on Sunday it will be Adamawa United playing, of course, in the Northern Conference of the Bet Nigeria NNL. They will take on Mighty Jets of Jos. That's how it is, I tell you. Match day 12 fixtures in the Bet Niger NNL. This is still Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, and we are still talking. We are still, of course, looking at the bigger picture. Matches going down far and wide. They are rightfully wrong to keep Arsene Wenger. The words of official Olawale Victor Malaolu says, so Eguavoin is already under pressure. How many weeks he got there? I thought he said he wants to make the top 3 after winning his first game. Victor Malaulu, thank you very much. Younger King Mula says, truth hurts, but still it has to be told. I beg Nigeria no fit smell the World Cup trophy. Sister no vex, so to my born child, happy Children's Day. That's Sexy Joe, that's for you. So make you no vex. I beg you, na true say I hear say Iheanacho don't join West Ham and Emeka Nwana of Afikpo Lions don't join Chelsea. Now here I hear them all. Okay. I did say it earlier on that Uniport graduate is a joker. Okay. Don't play. See, you can play your tricks on Sexy Joe, but don't play your tricks on me.
No.
What do you mean? No.
No fit play tricks because before I even play the tricks, I don't see her.
Okay. Precious Pablo says Sexy Joe chose Arsenal because of Mesut Ozil. She really likes that guy more than Radio's paparazzi. Chelsea FC is the better side and they will win. Sexy Joe, you like Mesut Ozil?
Mesut. I like Mesut too.
So you now be playing Connie Love with Murphy? I'm playing Connie Love with me?
No. Murphy, nah. No worry.
Okay. I know what job. Ibrahim says, hi guys. All I wish is Arsenal and I wish them to lift the FA Cup trophy. Kingin says something in my mind is saying that Arsenal will beat Chelsea today. I am seeing 2-0 win for Arsenal. If you think so, go and put your money on something. I know somebody that is counting down. He say Arsenal will win and he will win something. Go and put your money on something. The guy he has been fasting and praying for the sake of that money. Make Arsenal win. Alonga Friday says, now my brother I just they feel for as an Arsenal fan, complaining of Arsenal board every time. Alonga Friday, go tell your brother that he should stop complaining. One day go be one day he go better. I like seeing Wenger's face while playing Chelsea. The man is always frustrated. They should give him a 5-year contract. Gentle Becky, not being gentle at all. Thank you very much, Gentle Becky. Let's take Uniport graduate. Says today now 2-0 for Chelsea. And says meanwhile, I don't buy 2 dozen handkerchiefs for Arsenal fans so that I can wipe their tears and their catarrh. Ade Banji 23 says Arsene Wenger na Eshim Monaco. Make him stay as a Man U fan. We like him there. Kudoro Yinka says both of them are a match made from heaven. Mediocre Arsenal and of course mediocre Arsene Wenger. Smith Abiodun Latif, we see you. Let's of course also recognize Chukwemeka, we also see you. Mike Dami says that man is a real joker for saying that Nigeria will win the World Cup. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM is still the station. We're still taking your posts. We're still taking your messages right here on Football Live. Dr. Joe, we have about 5 minutes before we go, but let's see if we can quickly rush through some of those tweets. Tweets and Facebook comments. I'll start very, very quickly. I want to go very, very fast. Omorege Gustam says keeping Wenger will be a disaster because those players aren't ready to play for him anymore. They are just rendering eye service. Obina Ogu says Tufiakwa for this one. Arsenal, this man made Arsenal a laughing stock. He should go. Gideon Chijoke says Arsenal should let this old man leave and leave for good. Imagine 13 years without the EPL. He is indeed a specialist in failure. Or Morba Flavor says it is a very bad decision. It is wrong. It is wrong to keep Arsene Wenger, and it is wrong to keep doing the same thing every time and hoping to get a different result. You know that? Do you know that that statement is flawed? Keep doing the same thing and to get a different result. You know it's flawed. Somebody after the 1,000th attempt got the light bulb, invented the light bulb. If he had stopped, if he invented
Albert Einstein.
No, John Watt.
John Watt.
Yes.
No wonder they say Bob then go say how many watts.
Even Einstein, you know how many times he tried? You know how many times he failed before he
even Michael Jordan. You know how many times he failed before he get it right.
That is flawed though. If you keep doing, you can keep doing and doing, you get it right one day.
Yes.
Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM is still the station. David Zion Effiong says they should try another coach. Try another coach now. Wenger has tried enough. If Arsene Wenger wins today, Arsenal will be the record title holders in terms of record title holders in terms of the FA Cup. They would have won 13, and no manager would stand taller than Arsene Wenger in the FA Cup because he would have won 7. And they want to show Chelsea today. I hear they want to show Chelsea today. Sabi play that 3 system, that 3 at the back system. Chelsea didn't get them.
Recently, Arsenal herself don't adopt that system.
Chelsea didn't get them. Arsene Wenger want to talk 20 years ago. After 20 years. After 20 years, I tried it again. So, yes, 20 years. 20 years. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Let's join Ekere Okechukwu, who says instead they should find a better coach. Arsene Wenger is not a better coach, and that will lead them to glory and the right path. I have Fabi Olusegun, who says it is high time. It is high time Arsenal fans start boycotting matches so that Arsene Wenger can be left behind and they would move on. Holy says a perfect decision by the board. If they eventually sack him, Arsenal will suffer. Ask Liverpool what happened after Benitez, and ask Man United after Alex Ferguson left. It is a perfect decision. Arsene Wenger should stay. Christian Okolie says yes, they are right in giving him a 2-year contract. The problem is not from Arsene Wenger but from the board. Unique Umba Moses says Wenger is a big investor in Arsenal, so he's going nowhere. You never walk alone, he says. Celestine Nnamdi says Wenger is a good manager. Arsenal board, they care about income, not trophies. They should just leave him. Elder Emmanuel says, if that happens, I will be right. I'll be okay. Okay, I'll rise from being an Arsenal. I'll stop being an Arsenal fan. Coker Johnson says, Ekuro Lala Baku Ewa. Okay, come and help me. I think this is Zibo again. Ekuro Lala. Okay, no problem. Okay. Sports Radio, thank you very much for that one. Okay, your name is Coker Johnson, and he says, I am supporting Arsenal, but I know that Chelsea would flog Arsenal Koboko. I have a Baton Folus who says Arsenal board are not after trophies, instead they're after money. Vitalis Unwafo, I see you. He said these people want to kill me before my time by keeping this man called Arsene Wenger. They want to give me heart attack. Why not just go elsewhere if you feel Arsenal and Arsene Wenger is giving you heart attack and just leave so that you can live longer. I have Adebayo Emmanuel Odunayo Odek says Arsene Wenger deserves to be given a new contract. Tony Vicero says Arsenal will give Chelsea a beating. Agbajiola Fair on me says whether they give Wenger 100 years, Chelsea will surely win. Fidelis Okemiri is here, says I beg if na to beat Chelsea to go end new deal, making go look bush. Simon De Jong says please what time is the match? Of course, very, very shortly, our partners will take over. Secretary Joe, we got to go because our time is fast spent. We got to go. There's, of course, a cup action everywhere, and we wish all the top teams in action the very best. Alaves will take on Barcelona, and indeed, that's in Spain. In Germany, it will be Dortmund versus Eintracht Frankfurt. In Scotland, Aberdeen and Celtic will play us from 3. And, of course, in England, the one most of you have been waiting for, it will be Arsenal and Chelsea in Wembley. It's a neutral ground, and Arsenal will be hoping to make things happen. Chelsea also hoping to make things happen. That game will kick off at 5:30. Don't forget that the game, of course, in Spain is in the evening, 8 o'clock. You can, of course, follow the action right here on your frequency of champions. Check, we gotta go. Say something before we go.
Yes, so we gotta go, and of course, it's been a very, very awesome ride, and of course, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, even though say some people they assist me, but all the same, everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion, and the way with me I see things, and of course, I don't expect you to agree with me. So I'm gonna enjoy on our weekend, and of course, Football Live continues.
Thank you very much. Time for us to go join the rest of the crew. They've been standing by, and from of course. From 3 up until 8 p.m. They will be here to give you the best of action from across the world of football. In between, they'll be also taking your tweets and your comments. Stay right here. Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM remains the station, and this is Football Live. The action continues after this time out.
Be part of the biggest football package on radio. Football Live on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Send your comments now to our Facebook fan page, Sports Radio.